group, seeing if we could try help her out. And then after that, we had a long travel in our wagon to the Petro's area. Found out there was a load of dead bodies with claw marks, thinking it was manticores doing it, but Dante managed to find out some footprints that leads away, and almost falling into a cavern, as it was hidden by an illusion. And our trusty magic stopper guy, Zeke, managed to find the stone that stopped all the illusions for us, and we headed down, eventually meeting Pedro, and he was stuck by a door, unable to get through it. And we did a little search around, finding some pearls, while Aaron was working around the mechanics of the the mechanics of the door. And once we got in, there was more puzzles for us, different types of magic. It took us a while to figure it all out, but once we got through there, it sent us through into a temple. This temple was someone in Dante's history, either Ambrose, and on the word to the party that Dante had a semi-vision of the statue coming alive and talking to him, trying to find any items for Pedro. Unable to find anything, but towards the end, Aaron said to Dante to see if his blood will help out with one of these altars. And it happened, it did work. And Dante saw another small vision of a item hidden away. And once everyone was leaving, Dante tried to take the item. And we slowly headed back afterwards. I think that's where we ended.
Pretty much. And everyone saw you take the item.
Oh yeah, I think everyone saw you take the item.
Yes, it was. My first came
You went
back.
to grab it, you dropped it. Everyone saw it, and you picked it up.
Yeah, 1 second. She said a somewhat a riddle to Dante. I'll of course ping it back to you, but Dante's not shared what she has said yet to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone saw me pocket this item, but Dante's not actually had a look at it yet.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So that is where we find ourselves, as we've just left the small abandoned ruin behind. Pedro, as well as the people that accompany him, are heading over towards a small camp that some of you have previously spotted in the near vicinity, and have invited you to stay if you so desire.
It's just us now.
Just you? What do you mean?
The group.
It is the group, Pedro and his group.
Right.
So what you want to do? You gonna follow? Are you gonna...
Yeah, I believe we were following because he offered us dinner and then to answer our questions after.
Alright, yes, you get led to, indeed, a small setup camp with currently 7 tents all in all residing around it, from which there is a small fire glowing at the center, and you see a man seated by it, a cloak over his head that hides the face for the most part. He seems to be staring towards the fire until the rest approach. Oh, hi. You hear him whisper softly out into the woods.
Aaron waves.
Yes. This
Hi.
is Karis. He is useful. You hear Pedro call out. And take a seat by the fire. So, there's not much luxurious about the food we offer, but it is edible, local, if you care much about it. Please, take a seat.
We all
What are they-
just slowly stare at Zeke as he mentions
Yeah.
local food.
You see, he looks at you. It's like, well, what do you mean? Like, he immediately gets like a little bit more interested.
What do I mean? In what sense?
Yeah. What food is there? I mean,
Oh, we have some hunted deer that we've cut up into venison, as well as a set of, this local easy harvest of rosemary, amongst other things. And, well, beyond that, Pedro, and Gato. He likes to make bread.
oh, do you have bread?
Yes. He reaches over into a nearby satchel and tosses you a small bundle of bread.
I open it. What kind of bread is this?
It's some kind of relatively, grainy bread.
Is it like a flatbread, or would it be like a whole grain loaf?
It's a loaf.
Okay. Well, if I can probably do something with this, if you don't mind.
Oh, if you feel like taking over the whole of cooking, I certainly do not mind.
Sure, I can take care of that,
Very well, very well.
and I will do that.
So, Zeke's taking over the cooking. What are the rest of you doing? You see the others some of them wander into their tents and settle away for now.
Planting myself next to Dante.
Yeah, he Dan's got one hand in his bag, but you just keep him like this, kind of like just staring off in a little bit, looking in the fire.
You do see Pedro is watching you as well. But the figure that was previously seated just looks up towards Erin and Dante. So, what about you out here? Seems a lonely place for travelers like you.
Oh, came to have a chat with Pedro.
Right,
Yeah.
right, of course. Well, if you ever need any help, just, let me know. Name's Karis.
Cool, nice to meet you. I'm Aaron. That's Dante.
Right.
You do see that Sebestos come back out of his tent and kind of taking a seat almost behind this so-called Karis.
Everyone just see kind of Dante kind of like side you, seeing how Coach is sitting and knowing why, but you're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
Oh, come on. I'm a little curious. We went there looking for something, and you're the only one who found something.
Yes, I too am curious to what you found there, Dante.
I don't know. When say I saw things there.
What things did you see?
Well, at the start I saw the statue move and spoke to me.
Curious. Did you write it down? What did it say?
Yeah, I haven't written it down, but it only happened recently, so.
Well, care to show it?
Yeah, I'll say it and I'll put it in the law chat.
All right.
the calling of the dragon requires more than blood and fangs. It requires heart. Shall there be heart, there will be malcontent. The calling or opal calls the dragon's call, at which hour the calling of raven, follow the which hour the moon says its farewell, and at hour the eyes glaze forward briefly. I'll put it in the chat.
You want the eyes taking loads of like hearts and stuff. Isn't that one of the things you were looking for, Nat?
What?
Dragon hearts, old Arcanix.
I mean, yes, kind of. Why?
Just kind of curious.
Well, not really Dragon Hatch. The Hatch are the people who lost theirs.
Sure, but this is people connected to dragons, calling dragons. And then we have the dragons in Arcanix,
Right.
who were there investigating, even when they didn't entirely seem tied to the eyes. No, just made me think.
It might be connected somehow, I guess. But we're not actually getting to the old Arcanix. It'd be hard to know.
Yeah. I mean,
Say, are you going there at any point soon?
soon is relative, and I'm probably
Soonish.
sometime in the next month.
Mm-hmm.
There's no use or any visions in there, did you?
No. That's some money. That was pretty much the extent of everything I saw.
As I believe you know, the place from which I seek to free my brother is within those halls as well.
Yes, some.
If you are going there, it might not be impossible we could accompany you.
I'm hardly going to say no.
Well, you don't know when we're going there. It's soonish, but
I mean, we got to stop by the current Arcanix on the way. But, I mean, we're probably heading there relatively. Quick stop in Fairhaven, quick stop in Passage, maybe a longer stop in Arcanix. But we will probably be heading there sooner after that, or at least that was the plan. I don't know if anyone's got any other ideas.
Right. Fair enough.
and I'm guessing you had no idea who that person was in the statue.
Who the statue represented? No, it tells me nothing.
So it must have been just for me then.
That is a curious assumption. Why do you think that?
It's awfully look like someone, a distant ancestor of mine.
Curious. Yes, who are you in that case?
Full name, Dante Ambrose. And in my mercenary company I was with, they called me Salamander, and kind of like scratch Nova.
Yes, I'm afraid that tells me very little.
And that statue was of Eberron Ambrose, one of the first people to be like me with dragons.
I see.
I'm curious. It's odd that there's this shrine like that there. So we don't know where it even was.
Well, it seems that temple up there is connected to you in some sense, then.
Yeah.
What other ways might it have been connected, I wonder?
One definitely by blood.
And only by blood?
Aaron had an idea about one of the altars that were there. See if I cut myself on it, see if anything would happen. And it showed me where to find this. And I'll slowly pull it out, giving a tight grip on it. And then I'll slowly unwrap it.
Indeed you do. Just give me just a moment. You find a near perfectly spherical stone, almost the size of a large infant's head, hidden within. Looks roughly like this.
Neat.
That would be it. They'll call them Morphus Realit.
So what exactly was that? I know what you wanted it for, vaguely, but...
I wanted for the information it contains. But in essence, it is a dragon shard of such. Yes.
You just want information from it.
In a sense, yes. It holds a prophecy which I believe is most relevant to me.
Is that what it holds, or...?
I've never actually managed to open it, so how would I know?
Fair.
Never
Fair.
actually held it before.
Within your research, I guess, did you know how to access it? Because, I mean, I'm not exactly magically inclined, but it just kind of looks like a rock to me.
I have some idea, but nothing
Looks at Dante. Well, I mean, your whole ancestor statue thing decided you should grab it, so I don't know. Hey, blood did something to that altar.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe don't be the first thing you try, but I'm just throwing out ideas.
I don't know. No magic that could help here. Tapped out as it is. I kind of look at the bit of the cut I got already, and kind of squeeze a little bit of blood out as I can, and then hold it in that hand.
It Some blood does drip upon this spherical gem, for lack of a better word, and slowly trickles down the side with no seeming effect.
Maybe not that then.
Might I ask that you clean that up?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want me to?
If you want to, I don't mind.
He kind of clicks the crystal in her hands together and casts prestidigitation upon the orb. Doesn't seem to affect it much beyond, well, removing the bloodstains. No. I won't pretend to say I'm not very interested in having my hands on that to continue my research into it. It is, however, my understanding that you seem to have some sort of interest in it as well.
Yeah. You just want it. You're saying there's a prophecy in this.
So I have heard.
No matter what, if I figure anything out and a prophecy does come, I will definitely let you know.
Well, how lucky then that we'll be traveling together for a while.
As well.
We got carried or something. We might pull ahead of you if we don't.
We can solve that.
If you don't mind, if we are going to be working together a bit, could you let us know what you're capable of? I don't really want to know any of your secrets, but your casters.
What are
Wait,
old what?
your casters. I see the big guy here is joining them one-on-ones. What about you?
Which big guy do you refer to? I'm afraid you'd have to be more specific.
I can't remember his name.
For a quick reminder, there is Pedro, there is Cerdo, Sabesco, and then a bit away there's Gato, and then there's Pedro's, it's
It's
basically Sombra and the guy you just met, Karas.
Tabas.
Ah, Sabeso. Well, what you say, Sabeso? What are you about? Mostly sword. And teeth and claw. Well, there you have it.
And Dante would kind of like drift off and would be staring in the staring at this item now for a bit.
Anyone else up to anything in particular?
I mean, I want to ask questions, but I said I'd wait until after food, so.
Yeah, in the meantime, I presume Zeke eventually finishes food then.
Yeah.
And food
He
is
just walks
served.
out. Yeah, he just walks out with just like a pot roast stew. I assume he's been talking for like an hour at this point. Like just like conversing. But he just hands you like these bowls of stew with like basically fried bread. Also, if you eat these and you're hurt, you'll heal an extra D8.
Yes, food is had, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. So after that, like, Zeke basically sounds like, all right. So, have we made ground on what's been going on with Emery?
No, we were waiting until everyone's finished first.
Oh, yes, you wanted to ask about that one.
Yeah. See, we did kind of work for the guild until. I mean, technically, I guess we still do. But, yeah, we joined up and finished our little probation thing, and then he started acting very, very weird, asking very strange questions. And then,
Curious, in what way exactly?
oh, he wanted. Well, I mean, I guess that's not really mine to tell. But he wanted to try something that would probably have killed Zeke here, and he was all happy about it because he wanted to see it. Well, I may have snooped around his office a little bit and found a few papers that were also interesting.
And yeah, it's badges that would spy on us.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It seems that somehow he had obtained personal information about all of us, even though in a lot of ways it would have been nearly impossible.
Yeah.
Yes, good at that.
He was, he had information from the conjunction, and obviously the Wayfinders Guild,
That would make a lot of sense.
and also the eyes.
Interesting. Well, let's just say the reason he has information from the conjunctionist is that he's part of them.
Well, sure, that much I knew, technically, I guess. And, it made me wonder how much of a part of them he is, since, seems to be working with their leader, but also, seems to be working with someone who is technically their enemies.
Involved, but I cannot say for sure. I did not stick around long enough to get that involved.
So what did you stick around for?
Well, researching that. This points over to the Rhyolite. What I can tell you about him, if I'm to throw you a proverbial bone, is as far as I know he's willing to do, as far as I can think of, anything to aid in the natural course, whatever that means, of the draconic prophecies.
Right. So he may well be working with all of the sides and trying to get them to do what he wants.
Probable. And yeah, at this point as food is being served, you do see Kara's put his hood back for a moment to draw some food in, and you see two things. One is that there's a collar around his neck, almost intricately made up, kind of like an elaborate choker. And the second is that his appearance is almost radiant. I'll also ask Izumi to roll me a history check at this point.
If it's what I think it is, I'm being filled in at the moment about
I
it.
see. Fair enough. Then you're being filled in at the moment about it.
Well, looking back to Pedro, it's like, well, at this point, we kind of want to cut ties with him. He seems to be very weird. Also made a lot. He also seemed to make a lot of floating threats about things that were going on. The reason why I came to talk to you is to see if you could corroborate any of the things that we learned was going on.
Again, I've told you what I know. I avoided sticking around for long. Especially after the bounty was put on my head.
Yeah. Why was it? I mean...
Oh, there's also a bounty for those manticles your guy was cutting up.
Well, yes, I imagine so. They were a hazard.
Still got the head around here. We could grab it on the way back and you can take it. With the cut, of course, because we're going over there.
I'd say you'd have to talk to Gato about that.
Seems fair.
His kill.
Is he around the campfire, or is he still watching?
No, he'd still be over there.
Right. I look at everyone else is like, well, if there's nothing else we should we converse with, I think we should retire for the night. Talk to Gato maybe in the morning, then head out.
Unless you don't have any other plans, help me.
No, not really.
No, I'm all right.
I'll check if someone's turned up other than that. Nope.
Fair enough. Right, well, I'll leave you to enjoy your dinner. Do you guys want to travel with us then, if we're going to head out tomorrow?
We'll come with you close enough to town. Probably don't want to show our faces inside.
Fair.
We'll meet you on the southern exit.
Right then, it's settled. She'll jump to her feet and wander over to the entrance.
You do indeed find that Gato is still there and throws you a glance as you approach.
Oh, I guess probably grab some food as well.
Yeah, sure.
Wander over to him. Hey, dinner's
Aye.
ready. Zeke made us some stuff, but figured you might want some.
Six. Ezekiel.
That's the one.
Gotcha. I eat later.
Shrugs and sets it down next to him. So you, I guess, looking around, does he still have any of the remains of the manticores that he was butchering?
Yes, he seems to have been separating the wings from the rest of the body and seems to be trying to do some sort of process involving salt with them. Maybe it's a form of tanning, who knows. The heads are lying off to the side. Somewhat well preserved.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, there's actually a bounty on those manticores you killed.
Aye. How much?
I want to say 500 gold. I'm just going to double check. No, 300.
It was 300 per manticore. 300 for the mother,
50 per and then
50
300
gold per head.
Yeah.
Yes, torch of 500.
So, yeah, there's that. I just wondered if you, were doing anything with the heads. We could.
It's gonna keep in the trophy.
Okay. I mean, the mother's head is, 300 gold at least.
Aye.
How many manticores was killed?
5 in total.
And the others are worth 50, so I don't know. Guess we're heading into town to speak with Imri. I don't know if you wanted us to claim them, but if you want to keep them with trophies, no worries. Although I guess you probably wouldn't know since we just decided to come with us, since we found the thing that Pedro was looking for.
Oh, that's cool.
And we seem to be heading in the same direction, so we're going to be traveling together for a little bit.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check. You can take small hits.
Seems fair. Keep the big one for the trophy. Makes more sense. Well, you enjoy your evening and your food, and speak to you in the morning, I guess.
What?
She will stuff heads in bag and leave big head.
Congratulations, you have 4 junior manticore heads.
Wonderful, just what I always wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Our parting gift.
All right. I guess Zeke, continue the conversation, kind of like as we break up into small groups, kind of looks at the orb that you have. It's like, what is that?
This has some prophecy in it.
And another prophecy. Weird. Is it like specific?
Don't know. I've not heard anything from it. But who knows? It might be something that will kick it off or something.
No. I guess it's the confusion I'm on for. How do you access the prophecy?
Don't know yet. But I'm sure we'll work something out. It was hidden for a reason.
We could try something right now. Would I be able to touch it?
Yeah, it's just in Dante's hand. He's just holding it.
I asked him if he would allow me to touch it.
I mean, it's probably not a good idea, right?
I don't know. I mean, I touched other dragon shards. Nothing happens really.
Mm.
And if this one is supposedly special in some way, that probably means it's magical,
Yeah.
right?
I guess.
That could be our last resort.
Which
Yeah, sure.
means we probably shouldn't.
I guess. Can you tell that it's obviously like magical?
Do you have any way of finding out if something's magical?
I'm anti-magic, so do I feel like if I touch this, like I would turn it off? Or
You would find out when you touched it.
You would find
That's
out when you
true.
touched
Yeah.
it, and then it will be too late.
Yeah, that'll be our last attempt.
I mean, I can try and identify it if you want me to.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
sure.
got the ability to do it. I know we've been having a lot of fights recently.
No, it's fine. I can.
And you see Dante gingerly hand it over to you.
He's got place it in palm and sits down, focuses on it, which is a question I'll delegate to the DM of what Natalia might actually find out upon identifying this thing. If anything at all.
True question. Does it like physically attack her if she is it like warded against this? I guess if we see it.
You don't need to ward against identification. The object tells you as much as it wants to tell you, essentially.
Alright.
That's weird.
What do you mean?
The spell has never sung to me before. That's weird.
You never when we was sorting out that puzzle, you never heard that humming?
I mean, I had a humming, but no, this is like 3 voices singing.
Like
Yeah, I
harmonize?
heard.
Yes.
I never heard humming. I heard someone singing in the temple, or before we entered the temple,
Hmm.
but only when I was detecting magic.
The first one is the same as what you mentioned. That Ava Persian saying to you, the
Yeah.
calling of the dragon thing.
What else did it say?
Could you repeat what it was Ava said to you again?
The calling of the dragon requires more than bond and fangs. It requires the heart. Shall the spell of the heart, they wither and malcontent.
I think it's weird.
It's
Word.
word? I mean,
Not word. Word.
okay.
I might be wrong.
Maybe.
Anyway, go on.
The collar opal called a dragon's call, at which hour the collar of a raven god of the at the hour the moon sells its farewell, at which hour the eyes glaze gleefully.
Yeah, no, I just hear the same song. Sorry.
Maybe
It's saying the same thing.
Could that be a prophecy?
Maybe? I don't know.
Just kind of pans the crystal back towards you.
There you go.
Couldn't be more helpful.
No, unless you've heard it as well.
Yeah, it's weird.
I was not sure about this dragon call. Some stories that my mother told me about us were, well, the first ones were called, from her point of view, the dragon blood bringers, because there was a ritual to drink the dragon's blood to get the powers, but they only did it due to they were raided or something and lost most of their dragon artifacts and lore, and only had like, vials of blood, and not wanting to lose it, they imbued it into themselves. But it's risky, but they thought they had no other choice to keep what they felt important close to them.
Fair enough.
What just happened one day.
Yeah. I'm just probably gonna go get some rest, I think.
Same for me.
I'll be over there.
You see Nat get up and walk away, a small distance away. Sit down and start casting something. Is anyone else doing anything? Or do you wish to rest?
Yeah, Dante will be. We'll stay a little while longer. Just end of the orb and then we'll rest for these 4 hours and then just kind of like keep watch out
Alright.
and just writing in his notebook.
Aaron, Misumi, Sikio, you guys up to anything?
I mean, I'll probably wander back to the camp.
Mm-hmm.
I guess everyone except Nat, who's apparently casting something, is resting.
Yeah, I mean, there are
Good.
a few minutes go by before you see a small dome of what essentially looks like the same black obsidian structure that you've seen twice before surround that. Much smaller than previous situations, but still.
I mean, we haven't seen this before, so is she going to wander over and tentatively try and knock on it?
It kind of bounces off, and it doesn't feel like the rock it looks like. And you see a moment later it kind of fades. Some of the rock almost parts as if to make part of it transparent, and you see that stare out.
Yes?
Oh, hi. Sorry, just wanted to make sure. I'm guessing this was deliberate.
Yeah, it's a spell to, Make sure the night stays safe.
Alright, okay. Sorry, I'll leave you in peace. I just wasn't expecting, obsidian dome.
Yeah,
No-
sorry that I didn't really think about it. It just happened.
Alright, fair enough. See you in the morning.
Yeah.
You see the rocks in quotes, shuffle back together.
And she'll probably just wander over and just find somewhere to rest.
Alright. Izumi? Ezekiel?
I've been thinking, can I grab Zeke, talk to Zeke away from the group?
How are you grabbing Zeke?
I poke him.
You poke him. Zeke, you've been poked.
You lose a spell slot.
Yeah, I do lose a spell slot. Not that I had any to begin with.
Kind of,
Zeke's on mute.
kind of feels like you poked a magic stove.
Yeah, let's know Zeke's on mute at the moment.
Yeah. It's fine.
I guess we could retcon when he gets back.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, sure. Or we could take like a 5-minute break because I need to go to the bathroom.
Alright, fair.
Fair. Do that too.
Sorry about that.
No, no worries.
My sister
Izumi.
had me.
Oh, so-
As
oh, buddy, we're not even a
You
third
can't-
of the way through this
I know.
campaign. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
we barely started. I mean, bro, we can't touch the MacGuffin. Come on.
It is a MacGuffin. Yeah,
It-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a plot relevant MacGuffin.
Exactly.
So they're plot devices then.
It's all right.
So they're
It's okay.
plot relevant MacGuffins.
It's okay. It's all right, my guy. It's. It's all right. It's all
They're
right.
magical now, aren't they? They're magical bullets now, aren't they?
Yeah, but they don't. They just become unmagical. It's still a bullet.
Ah,
It still
yeah, true, yeah.
hurts. Yeah, I still get shot. I non-magically get shot. It's like getting shot in the real.
You take one less damage. Oh no.
Hey, it's more.
The difference.
That's what. Yeah, that all matters.
Just all right. I won't touch it. I promise. But like, if we could tell, like, it's obviously magical. Like he
Yeah.
would actively not touch it. Like, okay, this seemed important. I will not grab it. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right.
Beautiful.
Huh, that's weird. Just got very angry at me and started raining. I don't know if this-
Normal shit, you know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're just staring at the stew and just like comes to life and talks to you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Izumi literally poked you, so I lost a spell slot. So
Yeah.
you better fucking respond.
I'm sorry.
He basically just dragged you to the side so that no one else can hear.
What's up?
Look, out of everyone in the group, you're probably the one I can actually trust the most. No offense if I told Dante. Dante would probably tell Aaron. I trust Aaron about as much as I can throw myself. And, well, Natalia's not in a mental state to handle practically anything. So,
Okay.
you're kind of the odd straw out. Look, she keeps her voice down. Someone in the group of Pedro's associates is wanted by the marshals.
Okay.
Wanted to the extent that I will have to act. It's not something
Oh.
I can actually ignore. I'm telling you this so that somebody knows, but in passage,
Yeah.
we will basically arrest him.
I mean,
Myself and an entire team of marshals. He's not getting away this time.
so can you at least tell me what he's done?
I can't, Zeke. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, the issue that we're gonna have now is like Pedro, like, is obviously very powerful. I mean, the chances that we will be able to take his friend without him knowing or him being able to track us down and attempt to kill us is pretty low.
My next best guess is to let the marshals know we're traveling with him and then have them arrest them, not with us involved. It's the only thing I can think of, because he needs to be taken back to prison.
Okay, that's understandable, I guess. But again, okay, how high? What's the chance that this will work?
Oh, probably low. I've been threat analysing this since we got to camp. We would be outgunned, maybe. Probably not if I called in reinforcement. The thing is, there are marshals in Passage. I know this.
Okay, that's fair.
Fairhaven, less likely, even though it's the capital. It's weird. I don't know.
Okay.
We just prefer Passage for some reason.
So would Pedro? I would assume that because they're traveling with him, Pedro would attempt to defend them.
From what I gather, they're trying to stay out of the cities. When we go to the cities, they'll be staying on the outskirts. So they know, most likely. He had help breaking out of prison. This was not a solo operation. I'd be willing to bet we're currently traveling with the crew that got him out of prison. Now, it's difficult. I
understand the dilemma, right?
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware of the dilemma. That's why I've come to you. You're probably the most level-headed person out of this group.
I mean, thank you. Like, again, you say that they're the most level-headed to like an 18-year-old, and they're like, that really gives me no confidence in my older individuals. He looks to you and says, well, the issue is, this group was already able to defeat or at least subvert a group of marshals when they escaped from prison, correct?
No. The marshals don't have any authority over the prison system.
Okay.
We would only get deployed in the event that someone broke out of prison. So really, it's the failing of the criminal justice system, which in of itself is a whole bucket of worms that no one really wants to go into. It's a complicated matter. This is why I don't involve myself in politics.
Okay. But so this group was able to break him out and get all the way here without the assistance of anyone else, and was able to at least subvert the marshals for a period of time. So, how many marshals would you be able to get in Passage?
That is a wonderful question, Zeke. I don't know.
Okay, well that's also an issue. Because if it's like 3, do you think that you and 3 other people would be able to beat Pedro and his group? I look back at the dude that's killed 5 manticores by himself. I think very intended.
I know.
Never specified.
It's true.
Pedro did say they were his kills, though.
Yes, they were his. So he looks and says, "Well, that's the issue. I mean, it would take a decent amount of people to attempt to subvert and properly arrest these individuals in a way that would not get many people killed. And in a city, if they exit the city, let's be fair, if they're on the outskirts, not in the city, the marshals would probably attempt to ambush them, and they might escape. And if you don't have enough individuals that could chase them down, then you would probably... What would happen was they would know that you're with us. They know you're a marshal.
Right? Trust me, Zeke, all of this has run through my mind hundreds and hundreds of times at this point.
Well, I think
the best part of it. No, I can't ignore it, but at the same time, you're right. Doing something rash will just mean they escape into the wind. This is the best possible chance we have to apprehend him.
I mean,
I'll pass the information on. I'll divert it to a senior officer. They can handle it. Right
I
now,
mean,
my priority needs to be protecting you lot, and so.
Sure. I mean, realistically, if you can figure out where they're going, you might be able to set up something there.
They're going to Old Arcanix. Pedro wants to get his brother out, which concerns me in of itself, because, well, you don't lock somebody up without a reason. Again, though, that's another failing of the criminal justice system. Some people don't actually deserve to be locked up, but this is Arcanix. They generally have reasons for their actions, even if they're not the best reasons. You don't lock somebody up unless there's a reason to do so, even if you are corrupt to the core. So for Pedro's brother to be locked up, he must have done something worthy of being locked up to such the extent that Arcanix had to get involved.
That's a reasonable statement. I mean, the only fear, again, is if they were so powerful that the Arcanix had to make a prison to hold them, they were probably strong enough to beat all of us, and probably a lot of the people that you would have to call.
Exactly. I'll pass the information on to someone else. As much as I want to apprehend them, it could cause a serious amount of damage if I apprehend them in an incorrect way.
And let's be fair, like, Emery has found out a lot of information about us. He probably is getting our mail and probably learning about us through it. Probably even the secure mail that you send. So there is a chance that if you
would make a lot of sense. I informed the marshal. Well, I had to tell them to move the dagger.
Okay.
And obviously, they have been told about you, but without your name. I informed them that giving them your name would be effectively death. So
yeah.
I haven't given them names. I haven't given them anything that they could securely use, and yet Imre knew exactly what you had done.
Yeah.
Which means if the communications are compromised between myself and the marshals, that is problematic. No.
Yeah.
So
again,
yes, I should probably not. Oh God. Damn it.
The issue is, a lot of information that we probably send personally and through other sources are probably being accessed. And, I mean, let's think about Emery. Like, if you send mail saying that you want to make this plan, Emery gets a hold of it and contacts Gato, do you think he would really, pass up a chance to probably free his brother with the help of Emery? And all we would have to do is turn us into the Wayfinders Guild?
I fucking hate this. And I think Zeke is a semi-insightful person.
Yes.
This is annoying her. The fact that she can't do anything about something that is wrong. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like rock and a hard place type situation.
Yes.
Fine, but nothing can be done about it.
I mean, if you want, and if we're going close to where the marshal's headquarters is, you might
the headquarters is absolutely nowhere near here, Zeke. It's in Carnath.
Oh, okay. I mean,
it's in Korth, actually. Come to think of it. No, it's fine. I'll inform them of something. I'll come up with a plan.
We probably should find methods of secure communication.
Yes, that's
probably is.
It kind of annoys me why it's solely dependent on one dragon-marked house for communication within one guild. You know, it makes no sense.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, but I think it's a load of shit. How are you doing anyway, Zeke? I know we kind of left
pretty okay.
There earlier, sitting there, kind of doing nothing.
That's okay. I just think he pulled out a book of crosswords. Like, I have a book of crosswords that I do in my free
Oh.
time. Yeah,
Huh.
I'm doing pretty okay. How are you doing? I know it's
Um.
a new place for you to be.
Oh no, this is a new place for me. I've been to one there before.
Uh-huh.
It's
Well,
unusual. This is not a usual type of contract I've done.
yeah. Why are you with us? How'd you get this contract?
I was ordered to investigate the eyes, and you lot came up.
Mm-hmm.
So I informed them, and then basically got told, do what you think is appropriate. The marshals have quite a lot of autonomy like that. We decide where we are best used to do good. Why there's not
Told you
many
to
of
come
us.
here.
No, they told me to investigate the eyes. The method
Yeah.
at which I do that is entirely my own, and I consider protecting you lot, that priority.
How'd you find out about us?
Guard Captain 3 wrote. I was investigating the assassination of the Magister there, and Erin's name came up because in most of my dealings with this group, Erin's name has come up a significant amount. I'm relatively sure she's the figurehead for this group.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty fair. She's effective at talking, way better than all of us.
I can't disagree with that. There's a... I don't know how to put it. There's a punchable arrogance to Erin. Like, she's effective, but good God sometimes,
I mean, yeah, she's not that bad. I mean,
Oh, I've met worse, don't get me wrong, but...
true.
I don't know how to put it. She'll rig the deck in her favor, and if it doesn't go in her favor, you'll get a bullet to the gut. One of the two.
I don't think she would shoot you. I think she's still a nice person.
I can't disagree with that,
Yeah.
but I've met better. I've met worse. I don't know,
Mm.
she's different. I'll put it that way. But this whole group is different.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, you have powers and abilities that I've rarely seen, and except in some rare circumstances. And so, again, there's this weird issue with this group. We thought it was due to Emery that, all these odd individuals kept coming together. And so, the reason why I asked is because it feels like another thing. Because, you were told by the marshals to go investigate probably just like the eyes, which is just a questionable group. But then all of a sudden, you receive some information and like a breadcrumb trail that led to us. And that feels like a very Emery style move.
If
So give a person just enough breadcrumbs to draw their own conclusions to a way that he prefers.
we've got a lot of problems if there's someone within the marshals dictating or biased orders.
Maybe, maybe not. Again, Emery seems to have friends in high places. He knows way more than what
You should.
like the guild master of a small guild should know.
Well, I mean, that guild is a fairly prominent guild in Orndare. I'll give him credit on that. Not as big as the Blades or something along those lines, but still strong enough. It's...
We
I
should
don't
just
know.
keep going. At some point, the plot's gonna run into us like a truck, and we should, prepare for that moment.
Oh
But-
god, I hate trucks.
Exactly. But
They suck.
I think at this point, I think we're pretty okay.
Mhm.
There's no wood. I throw a hand axe into some wood. It's like, there we go. But I think we should at least rest until tomorrow. Who knows what tomorrow holds.
Oh, I'm sure it will only get better.
Aha. And with that, we sleep.
Collapse.
Silence.
Sigh.
I assume messages are being sent very quietly.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm assuming when doing like as I for hours, does it look like Aaron's like sleeping peacefully or faking it?
I assume.
I mean, she isn't sleeping. She's just kind of sitting somewhere.
Okay.
I assume you pretend because like Gato and everyone else doesn't know that you're like undead or like a robot or like two rabbits in a
That's
trench.
fine yet.
Mm-hmm.
Erin is just a sentient bag of money. No wonder that they like money, it keeps them alive.
Exactly.
No, I mean, she's probably just sitting somewhere looking out over the lake, I guess. I don't think she really tries to rest at all.
Yeah, because Dad'll probably notice that after 4 hours you're still up. Won't say anything about.
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't done, like, while she's been traveling on the road, I'm sure people have noticed that some nights she just doesn't sleep.
Mm.
But, like, whenever they're around, and I guess maybe that's telling for you about what she thinks about these people, because she's not trying to fake it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, we
All
rest.
right. Is anyone but Aaron staying awake?
Well, after my 4 hours and I'll be awake.
I want spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep.
I have no resources on the long rest. Well, I do, but I haven't used them, so.
Very well. It's then about an hour, and once pretty much everyone but Aaron and Gato is asleep, as he seems to be their night watch, that you see Karis is still sitting by the fire. Aaron, are you at all visible to him?
Oh yeah, she's like literally just sitting somewhere looking out over the lake and the ruins. Like she's not hiding or anything.
In which case you do seem kind of just lift a hand and wave towards you.
Yeah, she'll blink, lift a hand to wave, and probably get up and wander on over.
Hi. Aaron, was it?
Yep, that's me.
Right, well... So, what you thinking about Pedro's Sunmaster so far?
What master?
You know, the person you spoke to earlier.
I'm confused, but if you mean what do I think about Pedro, yeah, cool.
Right. That's a thing, I guess.
Where's the curiosity?
I mean, I just, you know, so rare I get to meet new people and all that, and it would be nice to have a fresh set of opinions to maybe reach his ears.
Sure. I mean, go for it. What exactly are you wanting a fresh opinion on?
I want him to set me free from my bonds.
That seems like a fair thing. What are your bounds?
He's kind of reaches up and tugs at the chain on his neck. You see that there's almost a thin veil of almost golden glimmering sand running down his chest beneath the clothing that you can no longer see. They're of an arcane nature, as far as I can tell. Yeah.
Oh, so probably wouldn't help if I tried to open it.
Afraid not.
Where did you get that? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen magical collar, I guess? What does it do?
It's the Sandmaster's doing.
Name doesn't mean much to me.
You know, the Sandmaster, and you see him point towards Pedro's tent.
Oh, is that his title?
I suppose that's the way to put it.
Huh, cool. Do you mind if I ask why you have gone?
As far as I can tell, because he thought it suitable to have me enslaved.
Huh. Strange. How did you two meet? It's probably not the right word, but I'm going to go with it.
Honestly, on my first day here in Eberron, you know, got my wings off and all that.
Blinks a few times. Wait, what?
Just smiles at you. And always the strangely divine, pleasant one.
Does he have like a key or something?
No. You'd probably have to honestly convince him to take them off.
Right.
Just, you know, I'm not really all that fond of being chained like this.
No, I get that. Do you know why he has you chained?
Told me it's to help him find this amorphous relic that you now found, so not sure what he really intends to do now, but I guess I'm a useful tool.
Yeah. Huh.
Look, I'd really appreciate it if you could convince him to do it, and I'm quite sure it could be a lot of help in return.
Okay. I don't know. I'll go speak with them, I guess.
That'd be
In the morning.
nice of you.
See his take on this.
Yeah.
Enjoy your night?
Yeah, well, I don't really sleep, so...
I get that. Hey, want to play cards?
Why not?
She will break out her cards and play cards with this guy.
My congratulations, you're playing cards with Karis.
How am I spelling this? I need to actually write him down.
Karus. There you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, you can definitely play cards for a while, and if no one's up to anything else, 4 hours pass by before you see Dante wake and Natalia quietly emerge from her dome.
Hey, Nat.
Hi.
Hey, do you think you could do me a favor?
What's that favor?
Points at collar. Do you think you could do your magic-y thing on that and see what that does?
I can try.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Karis.
I guess that's fine. Never seen someone like that before.
Hey, I've never seen someone like you before, so.
Why, thank you. You see Nat walk over and kind of reach over a crystal in hand, and it's starting to kind of draw some small spells along it. And
Here's the test: is this magic item synced to you?
And he just kind of moves on for that for a minute, which Karis seems either amused or curious about. It's hard to tell which. Or quietly retreating back.
Definitely some kind of binding, but hard to break. I could try, but I'm not sure I'd be able to.
No, I'm just kind of curious if you knew exactly maybe what it was binding.
It's not so much binding as just this, but also. Huh? I kind of make an analogy to if you had a what's the word for it? Like a cup of water, and then you froze it. The ice would be frozen and still or bound, but not water in the usual sense anymore. Does that make sense?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
I'm afraid it doesn't to me, but thank you anyway, little one.
Yeah.
Well, morning, anyway.
Thanks. So, guess we're going back to Organics soon enough then.
Yeah, well, we're gonna wander into Fairhaven, speak with Imre. Probably hand in the badges, figuratively, since we've already done them, but, you know.
Should I, stay out once we get back to Organics, or do you think it's fine?
Why wouldn't it be fine?
'Cause, I look weirder than I did before, and they might get ideas.
I mean, it's up to you, I guess. Well, no, most of them seem like nice people in the Okinoks.
I'm not sure I agree.
I didn't say all of them, I said most of them.
Well, it's the ones that aren't nice that I'm worried about.
So, I mean, if you don't want to come, don't come. That's fine.
I'll think on it. Besides, I don't know what I'd be doing otherwise anyway. Being alone isn't safe, so.
Fair.
You mind if I join the card game or something? I don't want to sit and think for 4 hours while humans do what humans do.
Sleep. It's good sleep. Sure. She will grab the cards and just finish the game they're in the middle of. Not, and start dealing
Indeed.
cards to everyone.
Yeah, that goes on for a little more time before eventually morning breaks properly and people start waking. You eventually see Pedro emerge from his tent as well. Right.
On in.
Sound off, everybody still here? Oi. Oi. Aye.
Oi.
Aye.
Alright, good. So, ready to get going then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you lot are probably going to want to have breakfast. I'm sure Zeke will have something soon, and then we can get going.
If he does, I certainly don't mind.
I mean, he has every single day that I've been traveling with him, so I'm going to go ahead and guess there will be breakfast.
Presumably. Does anyone wish to do anything particular with breakfast that I likes?
Only after waking up. Around. Yeah, I'll just start making food. I guess I'll ask, like, so we're heading out to the old Arcanics to help out your brother, right, Pedro?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, eventually.
What can you tell us
A
about
few things.
Sorry, repeat that.
what can you tell us about old Arcanics? So,
Not much beyond the terms I found. It is a relatively large place, and I can say I do not know the layout off the top of my head. I
as you
only know that he's kept in a place called the Morose Chamber.
that seems a little aggressive, especially with the name of chamber. This might be a little forward, I'm sorry, but why was he taken there? Why was he in prison?
That is something which is best kept between us.
Yeah. Well, because we've had. I just don't want it to be like, oh, he's going to break out and try to kill all of us or something wild.
I assure you, as long as there is no hostilities between us, there will not be any additional ones once Yasago is freed.
Okay. So he'll just make, yeah, you make your home style potatoes, eggs, bacon, his coffee on. Yeah. Well, all right.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron will pack up the cards, and while everyone's talking around for breakfast, we'll probably wander over to Pedro and just, like, tilt a head. Hey, do you mind if we have a quick chat?
Sure.
Just, like, wander slightly out. Yeah, sure.
He gets up and follows you.
So, just out of curiosity, because I'm not entirely sure how much of this is bullshit or not, Karis had a strange chat with last night.
I see. He tried to convince you to free him, is that it?
Yeah. I was just kind of curious what the whole thing was about. Something about cutting his wings off.
Well, let's just say he was zealous back in the days, in the not so beneficial ways.
So why'd you keep him around?
He's useful and, for most of the time, not unpleasant to hang around with. Especially after he learned, well, how things work down here.
You don't think keeping him chained up is a little... I don't know. Bad?
I'm quite certain he would be worse for us, were he not?
Oh no, almost certainly, but I prefer to put a bullet in someone's head than, enslave them, sort of thing.
That is certainly your prerogative, although he doesn't seem to suffer that much, does he?
No, not really. Although, I met him yesterday.
Although I suppose it has been true that he has been rather unwilling to actually aid us when it comes down to it.
He said something about you helping him helping you find the little dragonstone thing. And apparently, now we found it. He was like,
Yes. Tell you what. You want to take him off my hands?
raises an eyebrow. What exactly do you mean by that?
I don't particularly have a lot of use for him anymore, no. But there are other things I do have use for.
Go on.
I mean, there are certain promises I need to fulfill. And you have an item which is very, very dear to me.
I do.
You hand that over and I'll hand them into your care, free of my chains.
Oh, you're talking about Dante's item.
Yes.
Shrugs. It's not really up to me, that is his.
Well, it was more an offer to your group in general.
Shrugs. Yeah, I guess I'll ask, but, we'll see.
Anything else you wish to ask of me?
No, that's the only thing I was curious.
Fair, fair. Let us return then.
Yeah, one is back again.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else would like to do anything before we set off?
Nope, not for me.
I think Erin just kind of walks into the middle of breakfast. She's like, "Oh, hey guys, just out of curiosity, he said that your little dragonstone thing. He traded it for this guy's freedom. I don't know if that interested in anyone."
It's
Definitely
obvious.
see Karis look up and raise an eyebrow.
I
Oh,
didn't
what?
realize
Like,
we were in the business of trading with lives.
that's kind of weird. Like, he has someone enslaved?
Yeah, seems like it.
Not great. I mean,
There's probably
right?
more to the story, but I just figured I'd put it out there.
I mean, what does he want?
Well, apparently it was get his help to find that thing, but now we have found that thing.
BRB still listening.
Yeah, and also, like, isn't, like, slavery is, like, super illegal. Like, that's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't we, like, release him?
I don't know. Apparently cut his wings off and enslaved the first day he arrived on Eberron. That was the thing he said to me. Kind
That
of.
sounds even
Yeah.
worse. It sounds
I
like he
know.
was... Yeah. As I kind of, like, look to, I kind of look to Zumi, I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know. This Patriot guy seems like pretty unsavory character, and I don't know. It sounds like his brother was in prison. He might be there,
I
and
wouldn't say
like,
prison.
but like he's obviously being held somewhere. It sounds like he's super dangerous. Do we know that if we release him, they won't be very bad for many people?
I mean, probably bad for some people. Like the people who stuck him in there. But not lots of people.
I mean, do we know that, or is it just kind of the assumption that like he won't like go on like a rampage and kill people?
I mean, I guess he has been in prison for a very long time. I don't know
Yeah,
if he's
Hmm.
changed, but
yeah, it sounds like a bigger issue too. Like, I mean, should we help him with it? This sounds like a very bad idea. That at worst, like, might get us killed, and at worst might get us and a lot of other people killed.
I don't know. I wouldn't say so. They're against the eyes, if that helps.
I mean, it doesn't
Not
sound like they're even against
particularly.
the odds. It just sounds like they're doing what they want for themselves. Like, it doesn't sound like they're against working with them if like they work together for the same goal.
No, against.
I don't know. Like, again, like it seems like Pedro kind of just works for himself, and
This conversation is being had in front of literally everyone, by the way, including Pedro. Just so you're aware.
This would have been done as a personally when he asked him to like pull back, if that helps a little bit.
Shrugs. Hey, just putting it out there.
That's okay. This, yeah. This is just like, again, like this just feels like from a personal perspective, this feels like just weirder and weirder.
I mean, if you're not comfortable with it, hey, come over here, Zeke.
What's up? Yeah, I just walk over.
Just pulls down like without saying anything, just pulls down Karis's he had like a cloak, right? Because it was over his head, and just points at the collar. If you want to do something about it, feel free to see if you can do anything.
No, like that seems very personal, and I would not do it unless they asked. And this
I have no idea what you think you can do, man, but I don't mind if you try.
I guess he looks to like Pedro and everything. It's just like
Erin is staring at you with a very raised eyebrow.
Erin has zero concern. She's very happy having this conversation in front of everyone.
Yeah, Dante's just listening and just eating his food.
I don't know. Do you see? You just like put like a very oh god, he's just lost now. I guess look, it's like Pedro. Would you be okay if I remove this off of him?
I'd prefer if you didn't without making a deal, but I'm not sure
I mean,
you can.
That's fair. I mean, did you enslave this dude?
Not the word I'd use.
What would you use? Just curious.
Adapted to the way things are on Eberron.
I look to this person. It's like, sir, did he take you against your will and force you to do acts that you would not want to do?
I mean, he can only force me so much, but I guess it was kind of against my will, yeah?
As he looks to Pedro, it's like, that's slavery. You know that's wrong. I mean, we're gonna go free your brother, who's also had this happen to him.
Well, there's lots of things wrong in this world, but this I consider one of the lesser things.
You think slavery is a lesser thing?
Again, adapting this fellow to our world is in the long term beneficial.
To him? Or to you?
Why not both? He would suffer unduly if he was freed.
By you?
By anyone.
Why?
Because he does not fit in this world.
So because he doesn't fit in, you have him trapped?
I think it's a little bit more than that.
I just feel very lost here, sir. We can all recognize that this is wrong, and you have him trapped.
Tell me, what would be more wrong, Ezekiel? To draw a fish out of water, or to find a fish and put it in your own aquarium?
I mean, those are fish. This is a person. I mean, this person has.
If that fish was intelligent, would that change anything?
Yeah, I mean, if the fish can consent, I mean, that would be entirely dependent.
And if the fish cannot be returned to the waters, but just your aquarium?
Well, it's his choice at that point. I mean, I don't think that it's my choice. I can't make the choice to allow someone to live. as much as I can make the choice to allow someone to die.
Why not?
Because it's wrong. I don't know.
There are things that are wrong that people still do.
Yeah.
I saved this person's existence.
Okay. I guess I look back to him. Do you want to be released, even though there's a high chance that you will die?
Oh, I don't think I'll die, but still, I'd prefer to be released, yeah?
I don't know. Like, I might have a way to release you if that's what I don't. Again, like, this might be wrong, sir, but would you prefer that?
Who are you talking to?
Huh? This is to the open air. This is to both of them.
Again, I'd prefer if you didn't, but I don't see how you'd be able to do that.
Looking back to this man, it's like, okay. Well, like, screw it. Yeah. There's this very confusing conversation about, like, why this man is trying to make slavery okay. He's like, yeah, screw it. I guess, yeah, Zeke would probably see if he can reach down and probably have the thing and see if he can remove it.
Alright, you touch him.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh. This might hurt a lot. Is this an inherently magical effect? Or what?
In a sense, yes, but I still need to make the roll.
Alright. Intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
17.
As you kind of reach down and touch it, you feel it slowly start to ebb away, but before anything really happens, you hear a sort of small cracking sound at the top of your arm. What do you do?
Oh, he lets go. He's like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And you let go and the link reforms and you feel something almost crawling down the skin of your arm, out on your legs.
Alright. Fine. Alright.
You okay, Lindsay?
No. Yeah, I just made it. I mean, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, well, thanks for trying at least.
Yeah. Alright.
Hey, I'd be very thankful if you made that deal, but can't force you to.
Alright. Well, given that, he
Ready
will.
to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that deal's kind of on you, Dante. It's your egg thing.
I'll find more things about it.
Hey, I'm just putting all this out there. I gotta be honest, I'm not overly concerned either way. I may have just been kind of curious what people's reactions would be. A little bit.
You like to cause trouble?
I wouldn't put it like that.
Dante's not a hero.
Right, well, it's about best we get going then.
Sounds good.
Get this little amusement over.
Are you going to be keeping up with us as we got a carriage?
Don't worry too much about that.
Okay.
I
Okay,
suspect
walking.
we need a day in Fairhaven anyway.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's not too troublesome to get back to your carriage and set off.
I just had to meet us to meet you. Was it the south exit?
Yeah, we'll head up down
Yeah.
the Sand Road and meet you at some point along the way.
Indeed.
I assume we arrive with no trouble.
Indeed, no one really bothers you on your way.
Yes, you are right at the gates of Fairhaven. How would you like to go about this?
I guess a quick conversation in the carriage on the way. Just so, are we agreed that we kind of think Imre's got a few extra plans for us that we're not actually that interested in, and we're gonna,
Yeah.
say no, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, me and Zooey talked about it, that he's probably accessed our mail and like probably accessed all forms of communication that we've been given somehow. So we have to be careful about like
Hey.
anything we send.
I thought the guild stopped that.
I mean, the guild is still people. If he has a contact in the guild, that's very easily.
Exactly. I wouldn't put it past him.
What can we doing for money then? I might be able to call some old favors, but I need to find my old mercenary company.
I'm sure we can pick up contracts.
Yeah, we might need to put ourselves out there and sell ourselves a bit, but there's still going to be jobs. They might not be as kosher as the ones that offered to the Wayfinders Guild, but I'm sure I can find us some.
I might have.
Exactly do you mean by sell ourselves?
Put ourselves out there as a group, tell people we're looking to do jobs, etc.
Oh, right.
What did you think I meant?
I mean, just Mom may have mentioned something like that at some point, and that was a bad thing. So yeah.
Anyway, we're all agreed then.
Yeah.
Yes.
This boy's still got somewhere still tracking us as well, which is going to be annoying.
Probably.
Well, I mean, he's met us, and, if he knows any casters, anyone can scry on us. It's simply the way of things.
That's true.
I could try and working on a way to, have that not happen, I guess.
I mean, that would be nice, but I feel like that would be a lot of work for as many people as there are here.
I definitely think we need to come up with some form of communication method. Something that Imre wouldn't have access to. Like a group cipher or something along those lines. I'm trying to think non-magically for Zeke.
I could work on something like that.
I might be able to help, but yeah.
The problem is, if we're going to send it to other people, they need to work it out, though.
That is true.
And who we send it to, they might be smart enough to realise what it is.
Yeah.
So how we're actually going to do this then? We should just walk up to and say we quit.
I mean, I mean, the most effective strategy maybe would just be, being honest or somewhat forthright. I mean,
Yeah, I was just going to go up and lay it all out.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem, again, like, if Emery wants to convince us that he's a good person, he would let us. Okay. If Emery wants to, again, convince us that he is an upstanding individual, then he would just be like, yes, we would obviously, like, not, like, we're not going to hunt you down. We'll let you exit amicably.
Well, I mean, there's nothing you can legally do if we want to just exit amicably. So
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, we're not running away from it completely. So we're letting them know we're leaving.
yeah.
Well, even if we didn't, there's nothing you can do. We willingly joined the guild, and
We given her 2 weeks, so okay, yeah. We were like 100% convinced that he would probably send people after us, right?
Fully.
Well, I'm gonna. If he does, I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's less him sending people after us and more him informing some of the people he works with that
Yeah,
we're no longer cooperating. I don't know.
maybe, I don't know, because it just seems so weird. It's all just so odd. Like,
Yeah, it's odd, and that's kind of why we wanted to leave, right? Because it is that
yeah,
odd.
Yeah, we really, well, I enjoy to make some money, not get wrapped up in whatever this is.
Exactly. Like, I'd say fuck it and, go away from this whole eye thing if I didn't like that.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what. All these draconic prophecies just seem so weird. I don't get what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
do you want? I mean, if it's just about one, like, do you guys want to stay inside? I mean, get more information, get jobs that way. I just looked at Dante. I mean, not all of us have to leave. If it's very clear that only one of us, like, if you're just the only member, like, and you want to stay, you don't have to have like a badge or anything. You can just get rid of it.
Nah, but it sounds like it's going to be past that test with the badges.
Yeah, I
And
mean, then they're
I-
gonna just assign us to a different group and split us up anyway, so,
And I
Maybe,
made
yeah.
money before joining the guild, so not as much, but you do work up a name for yourself. Just helping out people and just often
Yeah.
some compensation.
Mhm.
I mean, the money's nice, but I didn't actually join up for the money. I joined up for something to do.
Yeah, with your none of what you said you did, there's not much of that now, is there?
No. Sadly, the end of the war kind of ended that. Well, I guess not sad. Oh, screw it. Yes, it's sad. I would have preferred it was still going.
For your benefits, yeah.
I mean, you could just get jobs. I mean, like, yeah, like, kind of looks at them, it's like, you can, like, work. Like,
I've been fighting since 11. Don't know much else.
I mean, you get, like, private security jobs. Like,
It's possible.
You remember, I wanted something to do, right? Something fun. I'm not really looking for a 9 to 5 earn your gold. It's not fun.
I mean,
No.
I
I'd like
kinda
to see the
it's
world.
like you wouldn't want to ever like settle down. Like I've been to a lot of places, and yeah, it's fun, but after a while, it's good to relax.
Sure, maybe eventually, but I know where I'd want to settle down, and it's kind of. Well, there's other things I want to do, and wandering around many places, helps me figure out how to do that, so to speak.
I can want to see much as well as I can.
I mean, yeah, like okay,
My
sure.
place at some point.
I mean, yeah, I
Well,
would like again, like
far away.
my idea. Yeah, you want to live far
You
away?
need money for it. Yeah, my home's far. It's in Velenar.
Oh, well,
I'd like to see the world first before going back.
I was just get a job on with public transport, work on the trains. I think it's very fulfilling. I mean, I got to see most of the country.
Sure, you got to see it, but how often did you interact with it and get to search for information?
Decent amount of times, like get off of work, go explore the city, have a couple days to myself. Multiply that by the amount of cities I've gone to, it's pretty okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe,
well, not for me.
maybe it's just me. Yeah, maybe it's just me. But like, danger is fun, but I would rather not die.
I believe that's a prerequisite for most people, Zeke. Like, I'm walking alongside the carriage, like, speaking through the window.
We have the
window
windows
open.
open so we can speak with you, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Plus, Erin's on the top, right, isn't she? So she's just shouting down to you.
Natalia's probably also on the top.
With more freelance style of work, we'll call it, we have the lovely option of choosing what we're willing to work.
yeah.
Exactly, we're
who
not just
willing to
handed
work
jobs.
with. It's harder to get those jobs, but those jobs are more, the right word, satisfying.
Yeah,
Because
I guess.
it's something we've chosen to do. It's more fulfilling that way.
That's fair. I mean,
Take-
if you
take-
want, you probably could sign on as a mercenary company. Tons of people that people that
That
are on
could,
that.
in theory, that could work. Yes.
We sign up as a private mercenary company, and then we just contract ourselves out to people.
I mean,
It's
if
probably the best way to do it, actually, because then we can give someone a legitimate organization.
This might
What
be weird,
we-
but we should just start a business together, guys.
I mean,
Right.
that's not an awful idea, Zeke, because
I'm down.
we could, in theory, then I don't know. I don't know. I'm throwing hypotheticals into the air, but let's say it works really well, and we're making a lot of profit. We can then expand that business. We can go into other things, not just security. Like we can follow up on your dreams, Zeke, and get that. You've never told Izumi this. Never mind. I don't know. People have got dreams. Like
I
we
wait.
could finance those dreams.
I mean, truthfully, starting like a business and being reasonable. If we started a private security firm or start a private company, we start an LLC. We're going to Fairhaven now. I mean, we probably could have it registered on there and then have it registered in other places. I mean, if we have it registered, we should be able to basically lease ourselves out to basically do any job if we feel qualified.
I mean, we've also got the benefit of everyone here knows people, right?
I just need to find
Yeah.
violence.
But you've got a level of experience, inherent experience. I've got a level of inherent experience. Like, I don't think anyone knows the arcane as much as Natalia.
There's definitely people who know it more than me.
Well,
Yeah.
no shit, but you're one of probably the most experienced people I know. So
Natalia looks deeply doubtful.
Izumi
Take
looks
the-
deeply hopeful.
Compliment. Nah, you actually are pretty good at that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially
I've met
compared to
these-
people like me who have zero idea. Machines are
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should start a business, guys, and we could probably go and
I mean, we still have the problem of the eye being after.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah,
me.
fully,
We're all
totally.
100%
But
going to
honestly-
go and do that. But while we're
Whatever
going,
that
we can make
counts,
contacts with people, help them out, have them spread our name around, and eventually we'll get some jobs.
It's
Yeah, and honestly, probably with the eye, having a legal precedent to be under security contract would make it they're more easily defendable. I mean, if people
we also, outside of money, outside of contract legality, this gives us an option to fine comb our contacts so that we have a group of people who we know we can trust. Look at Imre. You three trusted Imre, and now you're about to tell him to go do one. I'm having doubts that there's a mole within the marshals. This isn't. Being able to choose our contracts means we can choose who we work with, and in turn, we can know to trust them. Or at least keep them on a long enough leash.
No people on top telling us where to go and who to work with.
Exactly.
what you mean.
We're
Look
safer.
at that
We're,
eye.
we're safer when we have operational oversight over what we're doing.
very, very American capitalist. Be your own boss. Come, it's good. You can set your own hours, set your pace. You can choose who you wish to work with. It's there's a lot of benefits to being self-employed.
What do you think, Natalia? I know you've been somewhat quiet, but at the end of the day, you are part of this group. Your voice is as valuable as anyone else's.
I wouldn't mind doing something like that. As long as it doesn't make us an easier target in any sense.
Honestly, it would probably make us a harder target because then we probably have we can get professional backing.
It would take a while though for that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
but
would take
You
a
have no
while,
name.
but we're not starting from zero.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, we're already we want to leave the guild, so setting ourselves up as a company together is less of a risk than just leaving and going about our business with nothing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And think of it, like Natalia, like then we could probably make sure that we like if some people are like if you don't like a certain individual or there's some issues with how they treat you, we would have a professional basis to not work with them instead of just not wanting to work.
I mean, that's never really been that much of an issue, but sure.
Take it from people who have worked in this type of field. You want to make sure that your back is covered before you put the blade forward. Because capitalists exist and they're worse. They're like lawyers, but no, wait, tell a lie, lawyers are worse. Fuck lawyers.
Yeah, I've heard those people are like fiendish.
Oh my god, like, honestly, if you want to ruin someone's life while making money, Aaron, take notes, be a corporate lawyer. I hate them.
Uh,
Don't become a corporate lawyer, Natalia. It doesn't suit you. Sorry.
I wasn't planning on making any deals with fiends.
Wonderful.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, if we all feel comfortable, we would just have to go to the main. What's it called? It's the trade offices in the U.S. Do you have a word for it in Europe?
What do you mean?
It's the thing where you like finalize and like tell the government that you've made a business and like you're
like the closest thing in the UK would be things like ministries, like Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Business. Basically you're saying we need to like submit the paperwork and legalize it.
Yes. Hey, you thought that after a ago we would have no more paperwork. Turns out that we started a private business and we just have way more paperwork now.
It's fine. When we earn enough money, we'll just hire someone else to do it. After we security check them and put them under zone of truth and whatever else.
We hire a legal secretary. It's great.
Oh my god,
What's
we'd hire
the matter, Aaron?
Nothing.
You seem really annoyed. That's all.
Okay, it's mildly possible that my mum is a corporate lawyer.
Okay, then we
Ooh.
don't hire your mum. Also, hang on. Yes, I am completely devoid. Like mentioning the. You're talking about yourself. Oh my god.
I'm talking about her actually, but okay.
We truthfully, we thought you were like immortal and ageless, and you just kind of spawned from nothing. It's amazing to hear about your parents. So.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's. So, what were we saying?
I lost it.
I was just talking about like the paperwork we would need to do to set up as an organization. We could eventually hire people to fine comb contracts to make sure we're not being screwed over or working for, I don't know, a lich or something.
I mean, I guess I know where to go and how to sign those. But I mean, yeah,
Would
my
we
mom
all
taught
need
me
to
how
sign?
to set it up. So I mean, you need to sign, but I can do all the paperwork. That's fine.
Okay.
If you first question, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, I know like we brought up your family in like a weird way. If you don't feel comfortable, that's totally okay. We can.
No, I know how to do it. It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was like a
Just the
weird
weird
thing.
that your perception of me is the weird person who came out of nothing.
Oh no, I'm sorry, that was a joke. I'm very sorry if that was mean.
Truth be told, we do. Well, I don't know much about you lot outside of what I've managed to uncover and what you've told me. So you're all mysteries to me.
What have you uncovered on us?
I'm a mystery to myself.
I can't divulge some of that, Dante. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
I can't.
What did you find out about me?
Surprisingly little. Your name crops up the most, and yet the information on you is the least.
It's an elaborate bow.
Whilst driving, you give a bow.
Yes, yes. She just like hands the reins to Nat for a second, and just turns and just. Okay, I'm gonna roll it. I gotta roll it. I'm gonna give myself one of my dice.
You know what? I'm mildly amused.
Oh my god!
You trip. You trip off the side.
That probably tries to catch you for a moment.
Yeah, like I hand you the reins, and like my arm was still through it, and I try and bow, and I just like fall off the side.
Oh
Oh
my.
fuck!
Which side?
Which
You
side?
hit your
'Cause
head
you-
on the lower axle. It's like
Yeah, which side? Because I'd be on the left
No,
hand side.
it would be onto your side because
Oh god! So I just
she lands on your back. Oh,
I feel
hi.
mildly uncomfortable. Please get back on the carriage.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I
She
really
speeds up
just-
a little bit, so she can.
you're
Yep.
just all tied up on her because your backpacks were next to each other suddenly. Out of each other. It's just
I don't know, but I'm letting it happen.
it's a.
It's business
Gonna get
simulator
worse.
combined with awkward interaction.
Exactly. Hey, like, guess what? Now we're in the business. Now we're just doing this.
Yeah,
Great.
she speeds up a little bit so you can go back to the front bit.
But that's even worse because as you speed up, she's still kind of tangled in the reins, and so she just kind of gets caught more. It's not great. This is very. We have to like fully stop and like get you all.
We
there.
have to take the pit stop at the
Just-
side of
Yeah.
the road.
We just kind of like, all right, this is not great.
Erin, get your foot out of my saddlebag, please.
Sorry,
It's
sorry.
it's fine.
Sorry.
Hang on, here. And I lift one of the straps so you can get your leg out and like.
But that's even worse because it's connected to one of her straps. All of a sudden, this doesn't.
Oh my god! Well, this is just Tetris.
Fuck it. She just pulls her arms and just like pulls her arms out of her backpack and everything that's tangled. It just lets herself fall off onto the
Exactly.
floor. Like,
There's
okay,
just a.
now we can untangle them. Oh dear, this isn't my best moment.
Nope, but I'm
No.
enjoying this.
We all just kind of come down and help you start untangling things.
See, we're working together already.
Yeah,
That one's
see.
great. Okay, the last 10 minutes did not happen. Let's go.
Oh,
What?
it did happen.
I'm sorry. What about the
this
last
is
10
great.
minutes?
I will
Exactly.
remember this 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Dante, you are not going to remember these last 10 minutes. I will cast suggestion on Dante.
This physical activity will
I mean,
not.
you have advantage, Dante, but
Yeah.
I suggest you don't remember the last 10 minutes.
What we got to save?
DC 16.
Oh, wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom. Sorry. I
Damn it!
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Yeah, Dante,
Yeah, that's true.
don't remember the last 10 minutes.
It's a course of action, so you can argue how easy it would be, but it's technically.
He essentially tries to forget them.
Yeah, he
Yes.
tries.
Yes.
He tries to forget.
Yeah, I
I'm fine
basically
with
don't.
that.
I-
For the next
yeah, I
8
don't talk.
hours at least, you will pretend to have forgotten.
But
I kinda
because
hope-
the spell is cycling through your mind, it probably cements it into your head even more.
Probably.
Yeah, so after these 8 hours, you will have very vivid detail.
Brilliant.
Yes, you've cemented it into his mind even harder. But for the next 8 hours, he will not mention it.
Yes. Aaron's boots were just in her saddlebags, and it was very.
No, this is perfect. I'm torturing Erin using Dante. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've won.
This is the moment. All right. Alright.
Oh god, yes!
Sudden partial amnesia.
Oh wait, no, yeah, because it's already going in his mind, does that mean he literally won't remember the next 8 hours, but he will remember the last 10 minutes before the 8 hours incredibly vividly? Because
Oh
it's
my
just those
God.
10
Maybe,
minutes
yeah.
going through his mind.
I mean, that feels like very
Oh,
for a basic spell. It's a second level spell.
No, it's.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with my initial interpretation.
Fair.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's me concentrating on it. So what happens if I
Yeah.
drop it?
Yeah, after a while,
He returns to normal.
yeah. I'll still remember not to.
Remember
about it.
not to remember. God
Bruh.
damn it.
God.
I'm just We carry on. For the love of God, we carry
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Like, I'm spending the time just readjusting every single bag,
But
like moving a
yes.
dagger.
We take a short rest. We take a full hour.
We
You
just
take
can
to
have a
resituate
short rest if you want to.
We situate ourselves. It takes a bit of time. There's a lot of. This is why leather straps came out of fashion. It just gets everywhere.
These are Kevlar straps, thank you.
Exactly. Well, that's even worse because they get caught everywhere. It's not.
I know, but they're bulletproof. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
I can test
That's not
that.
Kevlar.
Erin, we are not testing that concept.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
By the way, wait, is Pedro with us still, or is he not?
No.
No, he
Oh,
was
that's
going to
what
catch
I'm
up and catch us.
No. He's gonna go steal a carriage. He's gonna do what
Probably,
we're
yeah.
doing, but
Yeah.
not like
I
obviously.
guess then now
This
in
isn't
like
stolen. This was a gift from a dear friend, the random taxi driver number 1.
this from the Eye of the Chronopsis, we were gifted this thing. I mean, we should probably have checked this if it had like magical wards or things that protect us, right? We did. We checked this, right?
There's a
We-
cheat
we
code
did.
in it.
No.
We did
Oh.
actually check it.
But you're on it,
Okay.
though, Zeke.
That's true. Hey, small victories.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, again,
Yes.
question: should we be working with Pedro? This feels weird.
I mean,
Again, the
I have-
slavery thing.
I
Like,
guess I'll be honest. I don't know much about Pedro. I know more about his brother than anything.
What
yeah,
do you know about his brother, then?
I was asked by a, I guess, mutual acquaintance of me and Pedro. That's how we know to help get his brother out. I never actually mentioned Pedro or helping Pedro at all, so I guess I kind of maybe assumed a little bit that way.
yeah.
Right.
But like, getting his brother out is a good thing to do. I'm just not and he obviously wants his brother out for personal reasons, I guess. But I guess I can't vouch for him as a person, just his brother.
That's
What
right.
did his brother do to be locked up, then?
Nothing. Probably about the same things that we're doing against the eye, That
Okay.
sort of locking up scenario.
Yeah. Do we know that the eye is the one that trapped him, or do we just know that it was something else?
No, that was my example.
Hmm.
It's not. Well, at least I guess it could be the eye. I'm not 100% certain exactly who
That's true.
trapped it. It might have been the eye, but called something different. A very,
Yeah,
very
how-
long time ago.
Did the Arcanix trap him? That's why he's an old Arcanix. But I thought the
Yeah.
ruin, like once they moved to school, like I thought they just left it.
Well, when I say like a long time ago, like I'm meaning the current people in Arcanix probably don't even know that there's someone below the old Arcanix sort of long ago.
Yeah, the Arcanix got
How
used
old is
during the
Pedro's
war.
brother?
I think he's like 1,000 or something.
Okay, so he's not a
what?
tabaxi.
I can't speak to that. I don't know.
I know a decent amount of tabaxis. Most of them aren't 1,000, and most don't live to that long.
I don't
That's fair.
think many things are 1,000 years old. Like dragons, liches. Maybe
Maybe or something.
Pardon?
I don't know.
No,
Some
I
guys do.
I didn't hear you. The hair was in my
Apparently,
face.
my dad is really old or something.
I mean, sure, old, but not thousands of
Yeah,
years
he was
old.
like 400 or something, right?
If
I
that's
don't know.
even the truth.
I mean,
That is also fair.
Yeah.
Did lie
ancient.
about like lots of things.
That's yeah.
But yeah, like, are we sure one Pedro's his brother? It seems weird that like, is Pedro 1,000 years old? Like,
Might be.
Might be, and as he's basically a mercenary as well. Brother could be not like a blood brother, but worked together so long.
Camaraderie.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, this just feels so weird. Like, he meeting these like super powerful ancient entities.
So far, that's been because of other people, though.
Well,
doesn't feel right. Like, if you lock someone up, you put them in jail. Someone with magic, you put them in a specially designed cell, right? You cater the cell to the prisoner. So what kind of prisoner is Pedro's brother if they had to keep him locked in Arcanix? Probably
yeah,
one
but
of
then
the
like
greatest
forgot
magic.
about him, right?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Zeke, there was an entire war on. I think, like, some bloke in their basement was the least of their concern.
If we're going to the Arcanex where it is now,
I
there might be
mean,
records there.
correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but the old Arcanix was abandoned before the war, right?
I thought it was moved during the war. Like, really early on.
Do you know?
I guess this is a question to everyone because I can't remember.
So,
I
remember.
thought it was moved during the war.
I'm
That's
pretty sure it was moved during the war as a
Okay.
safety precaution, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think it was definitely moved during the war, but it was towards the beginning or early mid of it.
It was. I
Okay.
think it was definitely near the beginning because all I remember is that it had moved by the time Izumi was like 16, and so yeah, it definitely before the war.
Does Zoom count for age in human years or horse years?
Human, standard, like common years.
Yes,
Okay.
years as in, how many? times
360.
the Earth moves, yeah.
A
It's
calendar.
probably not called Earth, everyone. There you go.
Yeah, just double checking. I just wanted to know if she counted her age in horse years.
I mean, do you ask
Horse
it?
years are like the same.
Yeah, the
That's
same.
that's something I've just never like when people say dog years. It's like a year is a year.
Hmm.
It's like you might age differently, but a year is still a year.
Mm.
Well, that's beside the point. You just put it beside the point. But yeah, so we should probably just again like his brother. Like, does he even know if he's alive after that long? Like, he's been trapped for many years.
Well, the
Like a
reason
ruined-
he was trapped and not gotten rid of.
But he's been trapped and forgotten about for a very long time. I mean,
I feel
He's
as if we
the type of
shouldn't
person
act until we know more.
because he's either the type of person that doesn't need to be maintained, which means he's a very powerful magical entity, or he does and he's dead.
Or he does, he's still alive, and they've been, I don't know, this is some upper echelon 3D chess type stuff. And
This would be very unpleasant.
it would be very weird and implicit. And
I mean, I've read about spells that place people into, like, stasis.
But again, that's a very powerful.
It's possible.
Is to maintain.
but I mean, if anywhere's going to do it, it's going to be Arcanix, right? They're
I
the type
guess.
of people who have those resources, especially during a war.
Especially the ability to move the towers.
Mm.
It never goes on the
Well,
lock away.
that's separate, I think.
As interesting as this conversation is, we should probably get back to what we're going to do when we reach Fairhaven. Because this conversation, we're going to be heading to Old Arcanix anyway for other matters, so we can probably speak about it on the way. Let's speak about the place we're going right now.
Right.
That's the funny thing, Aaron. We're already at Fairhaven. As we look, and we just spent the entire time talking to speak up.
We're in traffic outside the main gate.
Yeah.
You see it approaching in the near distance, at least. Anything you'd like to discuss?
So we decided then we're gonna say no and then go register. I guess names.
Oh God, we need a name.
Yes, we do need a name. We need to register ourselves as something.
Can we possibly give a temporary working name and then revise it later? Can we just come up with something and then have the option to adapt it later? Is what I'm asking.
You need to pay to change your registered name, but you can certainly do it.
Okay.
I mean, we just need to get a name for our LLC, and so that we can take a private business and everything.
Aaron and Friends LLC.
No,
come up with something. Otherwise, that's what I'm going with.
It's a good rule to not put your personal name, because then if you die or something, then we would always have to explain why you're not part of Aaron and Friends LLC.
We need something, I don't know, professional, snappy, something they could slap on a business card. I don't know.
Nova Company.
Nova Squad? I just kind of look at it.
It's not terrible.
It's
Yeah,
not.
pretty good.
It's not awful. I have heard worse.
Yeah, I mean, my old company was named after an animal, so we did pretty well.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no one's taking the name Nova, we just probably there's like Nova Corporation or like Nova Security International. I mean, this is pretty good. Okay. Yeah.
I actually want to call it Overcom now.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if it's the Nova Corps. It's okay.
How about just Nova? You know.
That
will
word is
Officially.
confusing.
Yeah,
I'm
technical
going-
corporation's out at the end anyway. So
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Inc. Corp. Industries Solutions. That's from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
We can't. We cannot.
No. Give me time. I am doing nothing with my existence thus far. I'll just design a logo for us. It's all good.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll give you a picture of what Nova looks like, and then you get an idea what
Yeah,
he looks
exactly.
like.
All right. Sweet.
So we decided.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably tell Emery that we're starting a business, and that's why you probably don't want to join, or like it gives us a legitimate out.
Well, no, the legitimate out is we're uncomfortable with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
that's
think
we
we
weren't
let
meant to.
him. He's going to find out from his sources anyway, but we let him find out after we've left the city.
That's fair.
Out of game. Aaron, go print a bunch of leaflets, like advertising positions in our company. Put them in the guild hall and see if
Yes.
anyone would take them. It's like, hey, if you don't want to work with this asshole, come work for us. Like, we'll pay you, possibly.
I know. We'll
Eventually.
have to like have
Eventually.
Think about it. Like this will get bigger. We'll have to hire recruiters, and then we'll
Oh
have
my.
It is becoming business, so we're
Exactly.
going to be the Wayfinders Guild competitor.
Exactly. This is gonna be great.
But I feel like we should probably distribute not in order. Like in Breland when we go down, and Thrain when we go over toward Arcanix. We'll distribute in there.
Yeah, let's not make it too many enemies.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they come to a decision and we probably head into the city.
All right.
Is everyone coming with to...
Yeah.
Guess so.
Okay. We head
Yeah, makes
to the
sense.
Wayfinders Guild headquarters.
Yeah, just, be keeping an eye out because we were getting followed when we were last here, so keeping an eye out.
Yes, you can certainly go there and.
First things first, I head to the treasurer to hand over the heads.
All right. Let's say you can easily enough do that. Get your 200 gold.
Wonderful. Before we leave, we have to get the money from them.
Yes, that's true.
Exactly. Extort them for everything. Take the free pens out the lobby, Aaron.
Now we have the money to register ourselves. Use their money.
All right.
But yes, and then we probably wander up to Umri's office, see if he's in. Because it's going to be like 10 in the morning by this point, right? He's probably in.
You do indeed see that the door is currently closed, but upon approach, you do hear that it's quiet. It's not quiet inside. There's someone in there.
Someone in there talking or just like moving around?
Currently seems to be writing something.
Yeah, we'll knock.
Right. Yes, come in.
Opens the door and wanders in. Hey.
Oh, Aaron, you're back. Great.
Yeah. Did you get the message back?
I'm sorry, what message?
The message I sent with the one who tracked us down. Something about manticore heads, which I handed in, by the way.
Oh, great. Yes. No, I did. I think I have that somewhere here. Also, could you remind me exactly what the message contained?
Thank you. Yes, that one.
Oh, yes, that one. I'm saddened to see you think that it would be a great loss to see you go, if that's what you're decision you come to. We have a lot of like potential jobs that still need fulfilling. Pay well.
Yeah, we know, but well, just kind of weirded out about the whole situation. And since you
see.
seem to have contacts in like literally every group around here, we did a little digging into you after the whole debacle the other morning. It's a little concerning, so I think we've decided as a group that we're not going to be sticking around.
Right. I'm again saddened to hear it.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you plan to do then?
We have a few ideas. A few people we met up with who, were kind of happy with us. We might go do some work for them. Hey, maybe we get some competition in a few years.
Pedro, by any chance, would it?
No, he hasn't offered us any work.
Right, just be careful. And, well, I guess I would suggest you take a while longer, consider if this is what you actually want to do.
We did consider it all the way here and all the way out as well.
In that case, I'll kindly never come back.
Seems fair. Reaches out to shake his hand.
Just kind of waves you away.
Oh, we snooped through your office, by the way. It was very interesting. See you. Runs out and slams the door.
Runs.
Alright.
GTFO.
What are you doing after that?
Just leaving.
Are you
Aaron,
doing fast?
Yes, relatively fast.
Okay.
Take the details
Like
on the
a-
bounty board.
You know that I'm walking fast. I've got somewhere to be, but I'm very definitely not running. That sort of speed.
Fair enough. You do, as you move away, you do get a sense of like folder shuffling and drawers being opened.
Yes, and he will eventually find the missing paper.
I know.
Run.
Yes, you have had that fateful conversation. What's the next move?
We go to the Ministry of Business and
Yeah.
have our LLC founded.
That is the plan. I don't think we're that particularly interested in doing it, but we sign the necessary papers and pay the necessary fees, however much they be, to register ourselves as Novacorp.
I'll ask Bo what he thinks a reasonable fee is for that, because I ain't got no fucking clue.
I mean, so wait, this is
I
actually
don't know,
hey, this is
but that's why I'm throwing it at you.
This is where American knowledge comes in handy. So you're starting like a small private business, right?
Basically.
We got to do some mad conversions though, from US dollars to gold
From
coins.
USD to gold coins. Like it's not super expensive, especially like
It's, let's call it like
Probably like 10 gold or something.
10 gold, roughly, yeah.
Yeah. We will register as Novacorp for 10 gold.
Yeah.
Congratulations on now being Novacorp, I guess.
And we
Right.
will get ourselves a business address and put all of our
Mhm.
names on it at the Senders Guild, whatever what are they called. Is it just the Senders Guild? No. What are they called? My mind's gone blank.
The
Yeah,
post
no,
office
okay.
one.
Yeah, at the post
I know which one
office.
you're referring to, but no. I
We
can't
set up a PO box
Yes, we set up a
Yes.
PO box at the post
that
office
spells out Nova
for
in the letters
Novacorp
and
and put
numbers.
all of our names on it so we can all access it.
Certainly.
Yeah. And then I feel like we don't want to stay in the city. So I feel like once everything's done, we kind of just skedaddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, after your little comment.
Yes, we hear you loudly announce that you took things, and then you just leave. And so we're like, all right, let's do the thing we do and leave. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Civis. That's the one.
Civis.
Keep them. We need to make enough money to buy them out so I can teach everyone sending. I'm going to destabilize the economy.
So for
I'm going to quickly check if
Oh,
there's
wait.
any letters for me.
I need to. I also make a quick stop at the guy who may have wanted to buy more of my lunar resin to see if he wants to buy more of my lunar resin.
Does he? DM.
Yes. Fair.
You might have it. You do have
I
it.
do have it. How much though?
He bought a sample.
He bought a single vial sample for a reduced price because I was like, try
You
this
were
out.
offering something like 5 or 10.
I mean,
Next additional.
I got 50 gold, and
Yes,
I
but
was
like,
like,
how many you were offering to sell to him again later, possibly.
well, as much as he wanted to buy. I have 238 at 10 platinum
Same.
each. So however much he wants to buy.
He'll want to
You need to
buy 2d10.
Cool.
Sounds reasonable.
Wow. My rolls today, Jesus.
dang.
Yeah.
It's another double.
He's only really interested in 2. So
Yeah.
you get
He wants
to the
another sample.
That's it.
I will
He
sell
wants
him
another
this.
sample. Itchy.
My curse is passed to someone else now.
Don't say that, man.
No,
You're gonna-
don't say that. It's going to come back
next
to
couple of
you.
days, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he doing like? Is he just going to like constantly get the samples like you do in a supermarket and never actually
Yes.
buy the full product?
He's gonna get the free samples from the supermarket and never actually buy the thing.
I mean, he's still paying
Oh.
for it.
That's fine. I have someone who will probably buy a lot more when we get to Arcane next. So that's fine. No, the guy who gets one singular one for free and then the rest are up for payment. He doesn't own this. I got it from the people who own this.
But we
No,
claimed
they
it.
abandoned it.
No, they
Heck.
abandoned it, and it was
Yeah.
currently owned by the Moonbound, and the Moonbound
Yeah.
are the one who gave it to me for services, completely
Yes.
unrelated to the Arcadex.
It's by law. Whoever abandons the thing is owned them by the squatters.
Exactly. That's why there is a Ministry of Dungeon Abandonment in most
Exactly.
D&D realms who like if you don't keep a building up to code, a lich is going to move in, and at that point it's not up to code.
And
So-
technically, there was a lich in there as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, there
there
was a
is a
lich.
lich. Building's not up to code.
Exactly. Imagine the fees that they would have to pay to properly get that building back up. Exactly.
Corporate lawyers
But then
don't
that's
care, man.
endangerment. Then that's endangerment to anyone else who would live there.
No, the Lich is an endangerment for everyone else who's living
For
there.
anyone else that would live there. Yeah. What do you mean you guess? It's a lich.
Who, to be fair, didn't show up and never actually
Yeah.
woke up, and we never saw.
But listen, it just takes one. I almost did it. I almost opened the box. It just takes one dude to be like, "There's not a lich actually in here, right, guys?" 100%. Yes.
Exactly. Where's the 2FA on the lich's coffin? You know,
Yeah, indeed.
2 rune authentication.
You have to turn 2 rooms on either side of it at the same time.
You gotta correctly identify the house from a picture of like apartments, and the Warforged is just there like sweating.
Listen, you thought this was going to be a game about like magical processes? No, it's just
No.
history of business. You thought this would take less paperwork?
What the
You
fuck
want
is
to
this
make more
campaign turned into?
Exactly.
I love it.
Zeke will reach his goal of opening up a restaurant if it's not like a
Yes, and it will be
You'll
owned
open-
under Novical.
Exactly. He will open up a
Exactly.
franchise. He will franchise out his business. It'll be like a Subway. Like you can't cross the street without buying it. It'll be great. Don't worry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. You're gonna break the computer. You have to finish your pieces.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Anyway, we move on and we begin heading down to Passage for
Yes.
a few weeks, I guess.
And it's about the second day where you kind of round a corner along the roadside and you see a group of people waiting there.
Just double check Nat's still willing, and Dante is still willing to be teaching Draconic over these days.
Yes.
Oh yeah, same. How many more days do we get?
2.
Okay.
Yes, in the second day you meet back up with Pedro and company.
Yeah, just waves at them.
They just kind of quietly nod back and fall in line with the traveling.
Have they got some form of transportation, or?
Do you see that Pedro seems to be riding his displacer beast next to this, well, somewhat abandoned-looking wagon that the rest are riding?
Yeah, fair enough.
Abandoned willfully or forcefully? Like, is there signs of people being smacked against it?
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that too.
The 2 good people in the group investigate.
Yeah. We get
Wow.
the same roll.
From as far as you can tell, there's no real sign of any recent violence. There's a bit of, like, damage to it, but it doesn't seem innately, like, violent in origin.
Okay.
Most of someone, like, bumped into a tree or something at some point. Since you get.
I guess we carry on the traveling.
Alright, anyone wants to do anything during the travel, there will be more violin music.
Nothing special that.
What?
We have to get you more tracks. We have to get you more partners. Like, exactly, no, more.
No, Natalia will be playing more music.
I have no idea what you were on about for a
I
moment.
love
That's
the
great.
fact that you unmuted just to call yourself out.
Exactly.
No one else said anything about it. We were talking about something pretty different.
It's very good. It's very good.
Yes. Other than the usual travelling
If you want
montage.
some music to listen to, I'll post it. There you
And probably Dante will try to get web information Azumi knows about him, but failing.
Yeah, Aaron, I guess that's at the point. Aaron will probably be pestering Zoom. Go on. What did you learn about me?
Nothing.
Really? Not at all.
You only know her name.
I
What was it?
I know her name. I have my theories.
Go on with the theory.
Let me just affirm this. You genuinely want me to go ahead with my theory, because I will not hold back.
I'm curious.
I think you're from Sire. I think something happened during the morning, which means you died, but you didn't die. You're in this weird, impartial state, both alive and dead. They want you because of that. You said it's something you can do. Maybe that's what they'd want you for. I think you can travel through the Moorlands just fine, unlike anybody else. And that's why they want you. As for anything else, honestly, I've got no clue. I'm gonna roll an insight. How?
Yeah, I will do that as well. Just more how you react to it.
Wow.
Oh, on that
Ooh.
roll.
19.
Just kind of blinks at you.
Question is, can Aaron hide it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's. I mean, I'll say it. I got 21. I'd be over.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, mine was literally more how you reacted. That was. Yeah.
I mean, she blinks a couple of
well,
times, and
well, he's got a heck of it.
yeah.
Don't think you can. No.
You could just...
Blinks a couple of times, and then she's like, "Oh, no, I am from Fairhaven."
Right, fair enough.
I mean, the haunt might have something to do with the Moorlands, I guess you want to say? It's not like I've really been hiding it recently.
No.
Since we met, you've always been showing your horns.
Yeah, it's just to say they didn't have them before the Moorlands, I guess.
Everyone's got their shadows, so to speak. You know? So it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to know you're good at what you do.
I wouldn't have my job if I didn't. Or wasn't, rather.
What's one thing you could actually tell me that you found out?
I mean, I tracked your movements throughout the war. Well, your company did. Fairly impressive work.
Yeah, for a moment you kind of see him look away at you, saying you track his movements.
Relax, Dante.
What do you know about that night then?
I have my theories.
I kind of want to hear your theory about the rest of us as well.
I go for it.
About the rest of you, alright? Well, Ezekiel is perfectly reasonable, probably one of the more reasonable theories I have. Like, you come from Zendrick. A giant curse would probably be my best bet. Some type of curse. Zendrick is a weird place. Never been. I'd love to, though.
How about this? I'll help you with this. I was not born in Zendrick.
Well, you're clearly not born in Eberron. In the case, you'd be Arganescent.
Cover.
Well, same difference.
Everyone,
Yes,
everyone's the planet.
Izumi would say the right. Izumi would say the right one.
Yeah.
You're clearly not born on Earth.
Clearly not born on Earth, just America.
I mean, some days is America really part of the world?
Nah, man. Nah, it's a magic.
I was gonna say we've got a
it's
key
magic.
witness. We have an American.
Dude. Sometimes I don't even know. We're like half magical, like we're half like magical Feywild. We're half like the absolute state of like insanity. It's great, dude.
It makes sense. No.
I'd go with the Feywild.
I would go with the Feywild, yeah. Nothing makes sense. Everyone wants to steal everything, and probably the Ninth Circle of Hell is just Florida.
People are so willing to take everything from you that they'll even take your name. Like,
Feywild
make perfect
100%.
sense.
100%. Dude.
And your porch, man. Can't have shit in Oregon.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, God, Oregon.
This is the thing.
I think she just looked at that. I have my theories, but you're exactly. There's something clearly going on with your heritage, dear. Like,
Well,
Your theory with me then?
my theory with you, Dante, is that you kind of told us, and it's kind of obvious. Your clan ancestors, Ava Ambrose, had inherent connections to dragons via that ritual you said about drinking dragon's blood or whatever to preserve it.
I'll just let you know I think it's really creepy.
Oh, I'm not gonna. It's creepy, but then there's weirder shit out there. Like, I'm a centaur. Go back to writing your thesis.
I mean, a centaur is a perfectly natural race, is the thing.
Yeah, if I was a full talking horse, that would be weird.
Yes,
that's true.
But
it's not as weird as people that wear socks and shoes when they go to bed.
Wait, when they go to bed?
Oh
Yeah.
Who does that?
Americans. Yeah. If you ever look at this, might be a thing. If you ever go to a hotel and you see that bottom blanket that's on a hotel bed, that's because some Americans wear shoes while they go to bed.
I could maybe kind of see it in a hotel, depending
thought
on
it
the
was
quality
weird.
of the hotel.
I thought it was weird enough that Americans wore shoes inside.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
weird to me.
Wait, you guys don't have like slides? You guys don't have inside shoes?
Why would you have inside shoes?
No, I just
Why not?
in there.
I-
Clean floor.
I've been in houses where that's been a thing. I don't find it weird, but I mean, I don't find either side of this argument weird. We're all having this in conversation, by the way. We're just replacing
Yeah.
America
Yes.
with like another, like
Exactly.
Zendrick. America is
Exactly.
Zendrick. There you go.
Exactly. Oh god. Yeah, that's extremely dangerous at all points in time, but pretty awesome individualistic. That tracks with all of
Yeah.
the US.
Bo, are you just going to list every American state uncapitalized? Wait, you've not capitalized America, but you've capitalized New York, but then not Texas.
New York, not Texas. Do you not like New York, Bo? New York's pretty nice. I've been there many times. Why?
It's like the one place I actually liked in America.
Yeah.
Do you not like cities? Do you not like big cities?
Mhm.
Why do you? I would love to know.
Anyway, let's
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
How long does it take us to get to Passage?
Again, roughly 2.5 days before you see the city arrive on the hillside.
Cool, another.
You
2
better call
days.
out. So yeah, we're gonna find some place to stay. How long you reckon you'll be here?
I mean, personally, I've got like one thing to do here. I know you wanted to follow up on something, Dante. How long do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. Hopefully a day. I just need to check if someone's here.
Oh yeah, and Dante was it?
Yeah.
Don't lose your game.
Gem?
No, I won't, don't worry.
The stone thing.
I know, but did you just say gem as in just like a
Yeah.
G? It's gem.
I know, but that's the way he chooses to pronounce it.
Bro, what? Okay, fine. Yeah. I'll look at everyone's like, I'll probably resupply with like, food, drinks, anything else that we probably need. Is that what you
So, I mean, let's grab an inn room, right, and stay the night and get cleaned up and not be sleeping
Yeah.
out on the road.
Yeah.
And we'll meet you on the road tomorrow. The road to Arcanix, yeah?
Sounds like a plan.
We'll let you know if plans change.
Do so. Although I suspect Gatti will be ahead of you.
Yeah, the cereal. I forgot the mascot's name from the cereal. Tony
the
the Tiger.
Tiger.
There you go.
Oh,
It literally says they're great.
they're great. Oh wait, we probably can't say that on the stream without being
They're average. There you
exactly
go.
Now you're getting sued for well,
copyright infringement.
Oh,
No,
come on,
not
like,
that. Just
We've only been a company for a week.
Exactly. We have to liquidate.
No, slander.
start a new one.
It's slander you're getting sued for.
Oh yeah, slander. I'm not saying anything bad.
No, they said average. That's slander.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's be fair. Frosted Flakes top tier. They're extremely good.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I like Bran as well. Like, I'm just that type
Bran
of guy.
Flakes?
Yeah.
That's fair. As
Bran
we're walking
Flakes and
into
fruit.
as we're walking into passage, we're having this conversation about cereal.
Yeah, so what else?
Aaron looks mildly
Baseball game.
wistful.
Yeah, oh no, you can't. Oh, I asked her. It's like, so as a chef question. Like, you don't eat food. Can you not eat? Like, should I just not make you food, or is there something you prefer and that you can't eat? Don't tell me if it's too personal.
No, I don't really eat.
Would you like to eat? Do you enjoy it?
I did at one point before the whole waves at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you need? I guess like again, question like, do you need like sustenance, or are you like a plant? Do you require like photosynthesis?
So Azumi may have got that one part right about being in stasis. If I eat something, nothing really happens to it. It just kind of sits there, and I need to get it out. So
I'm
do
very
anything
sorry.
for me.
That's
Fair
true.
enough.
Okay. Because like I might get like I get drinks too. Like I have a flask. I like to make alcoholic beverages. I'm also a bartender. Like, would you enjoy like a mojito? I can get you a mule. Sorry, and
Just-
everyone.
Really, nothing happens to it.
Ah.
Like it would sit there and sit there and sit there, and if I kept drinking more would sit there and sit there.
Oh,
It's just not a good idea. It was
you don't
very
even taste it.
I can taste it, but
Probably the
I
worst.
also taste it when I have to get it coming back the other way.
Oh, I'm really sorry. That sucks a lot.
It really does.
Again, I kind of walked off with you and was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. Like, if like the personal questions are like a little too far, I saw you got a little weird. We asked about your parents. I'm sorry if that's like too much or like weird.
No, it's not. That's if I wasn't comfortable answering, I wouldn't have said anything. Just
Yeah,
I just haven't really spoken with anyone about any of this since it happened. It's just a little strange, but I'm fine with it. It's fine.
yeah. If you again tell it be sure to tell us if like we do anything that's uncomfortable for you. Like, I don't want you to feel weird.
You're fine. Don't worry, Zeke. Thanks, though.
We have. I look to God. It's like we have a ton of Zeke Aaron moments. What are you talking about?
I didn't say anything.
I look to the other God that's just left.
God's upper manager, Jerry.
Exactly.
Sorry, I had to.
Exactly.
Change your
yes.
pantheons every couple of weeks, man.
What do you want to do in Passage?
I will go to
the
the
best.
magic shop.
Alright. Anyone else coming with? Or is it just Aaron?
Now, Dan's doing his own thing.
Alright, what's Dante doing?
He wants to check if there's any messages for him, and then probably check out the tavern, see if Saltaire is here. Someone from his mercenary company.
Unless Bo stops me in the time between, I'll get back to you on that soon enough. Anyone else doing anything? Zik Izumi.
What's Nat want to do?
Probably.
I mean, I'm kind of done now. I used to like tourist around and clothes shop, but that's hard now. So
Well, if you want to go get something, I can just tailor it like I did that stuff. How is that fitting, by the way?
it works great.
Okay,
It's a
cool.
little odd when I move it in certain directions, but mostly works.
I have to start a fashion line with the company so that we can,
Oh,
custom
that
stuff.
would actually be pretty fun.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you've got nothing, I'm sure you can tag along with me and Zeke. We'll probably go resupply
Sure.
stuff.
I mean, I can always look around for things.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Zeke will probably go if Zumi and Tyler out. He will probably go with Dante just to check if they have mail. And then he'll probably go to the requisite stores to resupply, get food, resupplies like personal stuff.
That probably finds some article of clothing, probably a relative short top or something that she gets her hands on.
Everyone can have a bardic inspiration. Like Izumi has said enough stuff to constitute a bardic inspiration, so everyone has one.
Fair enough.
Gotta be the
Alright,
bard, gotta
so-
be inspirational.
I have nothing really to add to the resupplying stuff beyond that, so with that, we'll go to Aaron.
Yeah.
So, you arrive at Silason's shop. I take it.
Yeah, wanders in. Sees if he's busy.
They seem to be standing behind their desk. He's kind of writing down something in a journal and looks up.
Oh, hi.
Hey! Been a while.
It's been a while indeed.
Begins patting down her pockets. I have something for you, I do believe, to settle something.
I do believe you have something to settle, so... Yeah.
Ah,
you
here
go.
it is. reaches in and pulls out one of the dragon shards. Hand it over.
He just kind of takes it, looks it over in hand, turns it upside down, wriggles it around a little, as if seeing if it makes any sounds. Remind me, which quality of dragon's shard was this?
It is a flawless radiant cut Siberius shard.
Oh my. You made yourself quite a find.
Yes. And while that settles our debt, ta-da! Pulls out a second one. Exactly the same.
You have my interest, Aaron. What is it you're looking for?
A gift for a friend, actually. She's been a bit down recently.
Oh?
Yeah. She had some changes, I guess you should say. Her clothing doesn't fit right. I don't suppose you have anything that could, I know there's clothing that changes with illusion, but do you have anything that actually changes? Like she can think of something and her clothes change to that? Is that a thing?
Let me see.
He just kind of gives you a smile and turns around to look at Mr. Shop for a little bit.
I see you're quite proficient at acquiring the shards, by the way.
It's okay. I must admit these two are the only ones we managed to find, but I suppose this was the only one time we went actively looking for them, I guess, so...
Still, that means you have a 100% success rate, doesn't it?
It does indeed. I'm rather happy with that number. Maybe I won't try again and leave it at 100%. Oh, yeah.
See, I'm quite the collector of them myself.
She says as she keeps wandering and tugs at one piece of clothing, shaking her head slowly, then moves on.
So, if you hear anything about particular ones, then... I'd be much interested.
Well, I mean, you certainly do good work, so... gestures to the gun at her side. So, I'd definitely be interested in coming back and shopping around, and if I find any, I know the first place I'll take it to. You were willing to, take it on debt despite never meeting me before, which is mildly strange to me, but, you were willing. I respect that.
I mean, you seemed a good investment. What can I say? Seems you paid off.
Certainly did.
Nay, what's business without a little risk?
Fair. Mildly boring, I guess.
But yes.
And you see it kind of move over and tug down what seems to be essentially just a simple tunic of sorts that seems almost ethereal to the look.
This I think might fit just fine.
Goes over and takes it and has a close look.
Yeah, from your touch you can sense that it is faintly magical. It does kind of, as you touch it, it almost seems to, you sense the ethereal fabric almost become more real around the area you touched.
It will conform to the wearer and try and replicate anything that, well, they weren't previously, with the ability to make lesser on-the-fly adjustments to those things.
Yeah, this seems like exactly the thing I was looking for.
It's wonderful.
Do you mind if I give it a quick try, just to make sure?
Oh, by all means.
She'll, take her jacket off and try it on. What does it look like when she tries it on?
What do you want it to look like? Do you want it to look like a jacket?
She probably thinks dress, because that's the first thing. Nat's
Right.
bought lots of dresses.
Have you ever worn a dress before?
Yes. Not for a very long time, but yes. I'm guessing it looks like one of them.
Yes, it does. Kind of comes from your memory.
Welcome to the
Ah.
fans.
Neat. Yeah. This is exactly what I was looking for. Takes it off, puts the stuff back on. Raises an eyebrow. That was also very quick. Damn, I love them.
Yeah.
Which one?
I like 3.
You like 3? I'm thinking maybe 3, but replace either the dragon or the shield for purple.
Yeah. You just made them.
No, Pinterest.
Interest.
Yeah, 3. They were like 3.
I'll get to work modifying that.
Hmm?
Yeah.
It's more of a drake than a dragon, is my thought. But yes, anyway, back to this.
Yes, just waiting for a response from the DM. Mm-hmm. But yes, it does kind of turn into that dress, and as you kind of reach down and tug on it, it does feel real.
Very, very nice.
Indeed. And well, as is, you'll go for that dragon shot, I imagine.
I guess this is a check for Erin. How much would she think this might be worth?
Roll me what you think's relevant investigation.
I mean, she's peddled magical things before. Would it be history?
Sure, I'll go lie history.
Oh, I GM rolled. Damn, I GM rolled a crit. Bo, can you confirm for me?
Alright. You think she might be overselling it faintly, but not by much. You'd estimate let's see what's the dragon shard you're holding up worth.
Oh, it was like 2,000 and something.
Yeah, you guess you'd probably value it's like 1,700 or something. So not a massive oversell, but slight oversell.
Just raise an eyebrow. Well, that is a slight oversell, but you were willing to take me on credit, so I will say thank you. Just bear in mind when I come for future purchases, eh?
Yes, sure. Oh, by the way, since you do seem so reliable, care if I put in a standing order, so to say?
For dragon shows?
For more, well, that, and for more special ones as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I have any real use for them. I don't think any of my companions do. If you have any rumors about specific ones, or if you're just looking for any we come across, I'm certainly happy to keep you in mind.
You see, I've heard this rumor of 3, some to say improbable ones.
And what would they be?
They are special dragon shards, for lack of it, that each possess a song or something like it. Full-on tales related to, if what I'm hearing is correct, the primordial dragon aspects themselves.
Interesting.
The names I've heard the names of, well, I think all of them. There is the amorphous firelight, the corroding siasite, and the shifting pudratite.
Can I get these written down at some point?
Sure.
And how would I know these from any other dragon shard?
Is anyone...
You cut out.
It's your friends magic... sorry. Is anyone of your friends magically capable?
Yeah, I do have one.
Okay. They'd probably be able to... If they tried to divine its nature, you'd be able to hear it sing, I imagine.
Huh. Neat.
Yes, if you were able to bring me any of those, I would be most thankful. And of course,
Interesting.
probably have something good to trade for it.
Yeah, well, I'll certainly keep my eye out. No guarantees. I don't know where you would find something like that, but well, we do end up in strange places, so we'll see, eh?
Indeed. And yes, thank you for returning, and hope you enjoy. And that your friend enjoys.
So do I. Yeah, she'll wave and leave and go buy some wrapping paper. I'll spend a gold. I'll buy some fancy wrapping paper.
Sure. There you go,
And-
the 3 you mentioned, by the way.
Thank you. And probably wander back to the inn. Or to the inn, since we haven't been there yet. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Gotcha. Yes. Dante.
Yeah, my first thought was see if there was any letters.
There are no letters waiting for you, sadly.
Ah, okay.
What was your next stop?
It was to the inn to see if he spots anyone that he recognises.
At the first inn, you don't really see a lot, but you eventually stalk around to a tavern called the Red Maidens, where the tavern owners tell you that Sultara and her companions were sighted in Ascelius, looking for a horned girl.
Where's Oscidius again?
It's where we came from. It was a town by
Yep.
lakes.
Damn it. How long ago did they leave?
That they aren't entirely certain about. Presumably less than a week ago. Presumably.
Thank you for that. Kind of like visibly annoyed that he missed them, and then we'll just head out. Is this the inn that we stayed in last time we was here?
This is a small tavern that
Small
you
tavern,
know is decent for information gathering.
Oh, okay.
Not an actual inn.
This is the inn Aaron showed you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, never mind. It's the inn.
No, what tavern? Yes, correct. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. And Dante will head out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it will take the long route to the inn.
Indeed, and eventually I assume everybody makes back up at the inn.
Yeah, Izumi has been. Like, she's got a notebook for like little hand sketches and stuff because you will know she does paint. She's just been sketching logo ideas, and she's like been showing Zeke and Natalia, and she eventually shows you. Give me a second. The positioning might not be right on the stuff that I added, but I'm just going to crop it as well, because there's a lot of white space. Because Publisher doesn't do a great job at cropping, apparently. Carry on, because my computer has decided to be a pain in the ass.
I guess Erin would also have stopped by the post office just to see if she had anything as well before she headed to the inn.
As far as I know, there is nothing for Erin at the moment.
Yeah, she's mainly waiting for a reply from Vorin, who, as we all know, probably hasn't even read her message. Yeah, and then returns to the inn.
Indeed.
And I guess she'll pay for people's rooms while she waits for everyone to turn up.
Yeah. Alright. Yes, eventually people are gathered there.
Something like that, I reckon. Maybe move the text around, make it wrap around the shield a bit better, but something along those lines.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I think it's kind of up to Erin. She understands this stuff more than I do.
I mean, I only really know our family crest and the stuff, so I have nothing really good to compare to.
Fair enough. Don't think I have one. Oh, hey, Erin.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey, all done.
Thoughts?
Okay.
Neat.
Cool.
Maybe
there you
wrap
go.
the text around a bit more.
Yeah, well, there's only so much I can do while walking.
Entirely fair.
I mean, we got supplies.
Yeah. I settled my debts up at the magic shop, and it was interesting, because she was looking for special dragon shards with songs, and, you know, we have a special dragon shard with a song, so apparently something about primordial dragon things. I didn't entirely listen, I must be sure.
Like the sword, then.
Wait, the sword has a song?
Good.
No, not the song, but it's like linked to the
Oh,
dragons somehow, some way.
I didn't think about that. Then the orb is interesting. Is it weird that I want to tap them together and see if anything horrible happens?
No, I kind of wanted it as well.
Right. That can wait till we're all here in the inn room, I guess.
True.
Oh, and reaches into bag and pulls up like a wrap parcel. Present time. Hands it to Nat.
Well?
Yeah, you've had kind of a shit time lately. I thought it'd be nice and buy a present.
Oh. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Do I just... What do I do? With this?
You know what the present is, right? You pulled the paper out and there's a gift inside.
Right, I thought it was some kind of weird...
Just kind of draws a hand across the paper and by that extent slices it.
Oh, careful you don't catch.
Yeah, okay.
Just pulls out the shirt slowly. It seems to have reverted to a shirt, no longer a dress.
Ta-da! Now I know it doesn't look like much, but you put it on and it fits to your form and looks like something you've worn before. Well, you know,
Right.
tailoring itself to fit you.
Do you mind if I go try it on?
No. It's what I bought it for.
He kind of gets up and stalks away. Anyone else doing anything particular in the meantime?
I say probably Dante came in a little bit late, so he's gone straight to the bar and had to get a strong drink.
Yeah, Zeke has probably gotten. I guess like how much would be the cost of supplies that we've gone through probably half of them. So like cost of like 3 to 4 days of supplies.
We need more rations and horse food, etc.
Yeah, I buy the things to do that.
For rough estimates, I'd probably say rations such are a gold a day per person. For a
Okay.
decent lifestyle.
So 4 gold a day.
Okay, so I
Right.
guess going
Maybe
over to
round up to 5.
Yeah. But also, you've got someone that can do some hunting as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
And I can fish. And we're going next to a lake, so you know what? Let's say 4 gold, like for horses and everything as well. And how many days to Arcanix at least? That's probably where we would resupply.
Like
This is the
day.
magical highway, so it's half a day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then after Arcanix, how far to the next location?
That is
That's a
a
while.
fair distance. That's like
That's when we will need to stock up.
it's like 10 days roughly.
I'll honestly just buy it now. If I can buy 40 gold, yeah, like 40 GP worth of items and things, so that we can
I mean, if
have a supply.
this was when Izumi was there, Izumi will split it with you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So 20 gold each.
Yeah,
Sure thing.
I hand them 2 platinum.
Very well. You hand over to Platinum, and you have. Presume Izumi does the same.
Yeah, I give it to Zeke.
Thank you.
Without touching him, because I like my spell slots, you damn thief.
You just toss them very lightly in my direction, and I can't.
I like Hitman throw it, you know?
Huh?
Yeah, we got wearing little special pouches to throw coins. So we don't actually.
We buy
Yeah.
slingshots to throw money at Zeke.
Yeet.
Erin acts as the go-between most of the time, but she wasn't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When Dante returns to the inn, Erin will wonder of it. Hey, any luck?
Yeah, no.
No?
I think we missed them.
Oh, what, did they find out we were up at the Star Peaks and then we left?
Yeah, but I think it seemed like look towards you more. Started looking for someone else as well.
Oh, I guess you were the one looking for them. They might not necessarily be looking for you.
They were looking for me as well, but got the description they're looking for a horned girl.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, I kind of looked to you and then to Nat.
What?
Well, I mean, I guess you're with us, and well, not to offend you, but I'm a lot more outgoing, and I stand out a lot more than you. They probably have better luck looking for me than they would for you, and if we're together, you know.
Yes, true.
Probably, yeah. And I mean, I didn't have any lunch last time I checked.
Yeah, that's true.
Nat has come down at this point, by the way, wearing a rather elaborate-looking dress. That's
Hey,
kind of flowy.
hey, not bad.
Yeah, I used to wear this occasionally back home.
Where'd you have that?
Didn't?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that was the gift I just gave you.
You bought her a dress?
In a sense.
Don't touch it, Zeke.
No, please
Ah.
don't.
Okay, see. So you bought like magic clothes. Okay, yeah. Nice.
You just kind of see her stare at it for a moment, and you see the sleeves kind of elongate a little bit and then shrink back down.
They're kind of neat.
Nice.
This is the equivalent
Perfect.
of a 5-year-old just flicking the light switch on and off. The sleeves are just going to go up and down for 6 hours.
And I will say, the adjustment is not fast.
Okay.
Like, it takes roughly like 10 seconds or so for the sleeves to elongate, like a decimeter or so.
That's still not bad.
Decimeter?
Oh, yes, a decimeter.
Jeez, so tiny. Huh? Well, alright. Nice to see you.
He just kind of spins a little on the spot.
So, did I miss anything?
No, not really. Just Dante's friends missed him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right. I think they're going to be on our trail soon anyway.
Have you actually tried to send them a message? Like, I know you've been looking for them, but have you just sent them a message at the post office?
Yes, I have. Last time I heard that he was here. So,
Oh. Did they receive a message from you up at the Star Peaks, and that's why they wandered up that way? That's unfortunate.
I did say that I was on my way to Fairhaven and to Arcanex. But if it reached them in time, who knows?
Yes, fair. Strange though if they would hear, because like I've been driving a carriage, and if they were looking for someone with horns, they would have come past us at some point. Probably, maybe. Unless it was while we were at Fairhaven.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know what they've been up to since I left, so they might have other means of travel.
Fair enough. Well, it sucks that you didn't find what you were looking for, but does that mean you have no plans to stay here any longer? We're going to head out in the morning?
Yeah, I can head out in the morning.
Wonderful. We're going to go try out an experiment and see if something blows up. You in?
What?
We're going to touch the dragon shard to the dragon sword.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean by blow up? What have I missed?
Okay, so I may have exaggerated slightly, but possibly not, because we're not actually 100% sure what would happen.
Honestly, a lot of things remind us of blowing up when we just kind of touched.
Exactly, see? He gets it.
We're thinking about touching the Sword of the Progenitor Dragons to the Amorphous Rhyolite.
Because they're both dragon-like things.
Primordial dragon.
Yeah, both related to primordial dragons. We don't really know how to make one work, so we're going to go ahead and see what happens.
The sword is the 2FA. It's fine.
Yes!
First is Natalia, second is GM. No.
So does anything happen when we go up to the inn room and touch them together?
All dead. With rolling new characters. You're rolling up dead.
The inn explodes.
I mean, we started a company, so we've got the inn for our next characters.
Yeah.
And you still got your bardic inspiration if you need it.
True.
That is true. Which is the D8. You can enjoy that D8 and redeem it at any available retailer.
Limited time only, 10 minutes.
Awaiting information. Please stand by.
Ooh.
Yeah, the amount of retailers you can redeem it at Zeke is limited. Regional differences, man, sorry.
Bruh, it's like, I'm the one place that won't take your credit card, and so you're just like, oh god, no, please.
Oh, hate it. I'm having so much fun.
You venture up to the room and presume you hand an orb over to Nat or some other way. How do you want to go about this?
It's Zaren's idea, so you just want us to place these together, and that's it.
Press it against the hill and see what happens. Like, maybe they'll react in some way. Maybe we'll get something other than... Surely the song can't be the only thing it holds, right? There are better ways to hold that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Pedro wants the prophecy from it. Saying that the song's a prophecy, so...
I mean, just the sword being near the orb, is there any discernible reaction?
Just being near enough? Not really.
Do we hear alarms going off? Do we hear this is a bad idea?
Roll me a perception check.
Let's see.
I'm gonna put detect magic on as well.
27.
With a 27, do you want to push that?
Yeah, sure, screw it. 3. Yeah.
With a 27, you hear that there's a faint, like, almost discordant, faint tone coming from the orb. You're not sure if it relates to the sword being present or not, but you also hear outside the distant calls of someone calling, "Thief! Thief!"
That's how he looks outside. Then folks says, do you hear that?
Yeah, what?
No one else heard that.
it's just like this. It's like this very slight buzzing, right? That's just coming from the orb.
Ever so faint.
It's like a G sus chord, just like.
More discordant than an actual chord.
Okay.
Try something.
Comparable to imagine like hearing electricity, kind of ish.
Yeah.
Or an FM
Yeah.
radio underwater.
Yeah. I guess I look at it's like, could you get closer a bit?
Yeah, give me a second as well. I'm gonna detect magic on as well. Last time when I did it, I could hear the song.
I assume you're spending a spell slot to do that?
Yeah.
You see, the sword is definitely magical. Duh. You
Yeah.
know that. The orb is also magical.
And then,
The explosion that blinds you will also be magical.
yep.
Yeah. I'll be the only one that survives. So, okay. Small victories.
So, should I just go ahead?
Can you get a little closer? Like, don't touch them. Just get closer.
Slowly brings them close together.
Does the discordant noise get louder?
No.
Okay. I'm hearing like this discordance, but it's not getting louder. So
What? I
But
don't
go
hear
for it.
anything.
I think you see Nat just put the orb up to her, close to her ear for a moment. Put it back, just check her head.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Clink them together. There's a faint, like, ringing tune that you'd probably kind of expect from just hitting metal to jam. Pause for a moment.
a blinding light is you take 30d10 flash damage. But no, does anything actually like happen, or do we see nothing?
I think this DM's going.
Okay.
What?
And as you do, you see kind of the vibration pause for a moment and almost expand outwards as the sort of grime and imperfections that were covering this orb just shatter away for a moment, and you see it shrink quickly and engulf itself within the hole in the center of the sword where it slowly spins.
Oh, so it just goes into like the palm or like the hilt?
Well,
Um,
it did something. We were
Yeah.
right.
Kind of
I'm-
felt there was some kind of tuning for it, but I didn't expect that.
I am so
Does it feel more magic?
Yeah.
Lift it up there.
Yeah, but I say, do I see any more things with my detect magic on it now, and with that being attacked to it?
He's done by awaiting information.
It's.
We have
because
Aaron.
got the-
I got
Yeah,
the
we have-
information and I acted on it. What do you want me to do with the
Exactly.
information?
I presented them with the information I was given.
I couldn't touch it, so now we have to do this.
Yeah.
You gave me
It's okay.
information. I used the information. What do you want from me?
It's okay. It's
Alright.
all of us
We're
are
all
all
in
in
this.
Are in here.
Yes.
Alright.
I'll give another d6 because
I don't even know what the sword
Yeah,
is.
okay.
No, it doesn't help.
I'm
Ah,
gonna use my inspiration. Nope, didn't help.
Mm-hmm.
alright. We just see.
I mean, what's the difference? Alright.
I guess it goes from like the standard blade to like the red version of it. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've
Yes,
seen
but it's
it
the same
before.
thing we've already seen.
Yes. Okay. We just didn't know it took these forms before, right?
No.
Okay. I
Alright.
guess it looks at you. It's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
Oh.
a very important sword. No.
We know it had all
Yeah.
of these effects. We didn't know that it changed appearance. It's never changed appearance before.
Yes. Okay. That's a very important weapon that we probably shouldn't have.
I'm sorry, what's going on? What's that blade? What the fuck is going on?
Oh, that's like the primordial dragon sword thing.
Yeah, it's a sword of the progenitor dragons, or the sword, I'm not sure.
I think it's the
Well,
sword.
based on the fact that it reacted to this, I'm going to go ahead with the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
very important.
Okay. Okay. You can get back to
Yeah.
them later.
Yeah. Go back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For now, we
That-
can say that
honest-
it is more magical.
yeah.
Yeah. I can see more magic.
I now I want to hold that sword. I want to see what happens.
No.
No.
Well, I mean, it's sort of the progenitor dragons. Like, this may be. I guess this. Well, I don't want to test it because we don't want Zeke to touch anything magical, but it's probably
Exactly.
artifact level, right? I would imagine it probably wouldn't be affected by Zeke.
Yes, or it becomes super powerful. This is
Yes.
Yeah.
If Zeke
Yeah.
touches it, bye banned is my guess.
yeah.
Alright.
It's like, you know.
I look at you. It's like that's a very important sword. We shouldn't have it.
Well, I mean, I was talking to Zelo down at the magic shop. She was looking for, stones like that. Apparently, there's one of each type of dragon shard. And I'm gonna go ahead and guess if they all have songs. This is like the record player. If we're gonna go ahead and find all three, we're gonna get the message that's split between them.
Maybe, yeah.
Huh?
Although, if Shira wants them, I don't know how to get it out.
Oh, no, I don't think we're ever going to be giving them to her because this is very,
No.
very interesting and that
Yeah.
trumps money. Yes, that's the thing.
And we'll agree we're not giving it to Pedro either.
We're not giving
This
this
has got
to
nothing
anyone.
to do with
Sweet.
Fedra anymore.
No, it doesn't.
That is. Oh God.
What?
That's gonna put more of a target on our back.
Yeah.
Why?
This is
Not if we can find out a way. He already wanted to free his brother, then we're going to be trying to do that anyway. Honestly, because he was after this for key, I mean,
It was
I
asked
would
for
be
a prophecy.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it's a prophecy for a password, if I understand correctly.
I mean, I'm gonna bet that he probably wants the sword. Like he probably.
Even-
Oh, yes, keep the sword hidden 100%.
Yeah, I do that.
We should probably get a sheath for it.
We already have one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a very plain sheath. It doesn't look like the super sword when it's in it. If I remember correctly.
Probably a good thing. Right. It's been an eventful couple of weeks. We started a company. We have the Sword of Legends.
I mean, we've had that for a while.
I'm sorry, you've had this for a while.
Kind of.
That bit.
Like 2 months now?
Yeah, I mean, I kept it hidden because I was supposed to keep it hidden.
She found it in a dream and it like appeared in her hand even though it was
Yeah.
a dream. It was a very strange thing.
Yeah, she's managed to keep her composure. Somewhat.
Nat has this kind of apologetic, I don't know what to say about this look.
I mean, it's not your fault.
Yeah, I went inside.
This would have happened
I'm
later.
curious, how does Uzumi actually react?
It's like when a parent takes away like the Game Boy from a kid, right, and puts it on like the top shelf, and then the kid finds a way to get it, so they hide it again and again and again, and every time the kid is like becoming like a genius level rogue to get their Game Boy back. She's disappointingly impressed.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, how
Yeah.
the fuck do these four have what she only described as a weapon of mass destruction?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, it's not our fault.
Aaron just grins at you.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we should probably just like keep this out of sight. We should find the other 2 gems, I think is what you're saying, right?
Well, I'd certainly be interested to see what happens when all 3 are in the sword.
It would kind of be very interesting, yes.
I mean,
Yeah, but we
I
kind
looked
of
to
lucked out
Azumi.
on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I look to Azumi, who seems very worried. Like, is it bad that we have this?
No,
I
not
don't
at all.
know. Well,
It'd be bad if people knew we had it. It's not bad that we
there you
actually
go.
have it.
It is bad. Well, in a, an artifact, I'm going to call it, as powerful as that one is legendarily supposed to be, would attract attention from beings who are powerful enough to divine it, even if we try to hide it, both magically and
Yeah, I'm
non-magically.
definitely looking into ways to hide from divination.
Please do, both for us and for that thing.
I mean, as long as you line, like, I know this for a personal thing. If you line whatever sheath and whatever it's in lead, you should be able to hide it.
See,
Oh.
I hate to burst your bubble, buddy. Whilst that will work for most things, I doubt the level of power that some creatures are fabled to possess. I don't know, let's start with elder dragons and liches and creatures of that nature would frankly give a shit about a 1/4 inch of lead.
Sure, but this thing has been locked away in a place they haven't been able to see for how long? Who's gonna just up and decide, hey, I haven't scryed on this thing in millennia, let's go ahead and have another go. As long as no one knows it's out and about, it's fine. And a lead line sheath would at least hide it from the average person's view if they're not specifically looking for that. So it's gonna help.
Average, yes, but we're not dealing with the average level of people, let's face it. So, look,
And
I'm being concerned.
there's extra dimensional spaces, and there's a place that we can probably hide it. That's off plane in a sense.
A bag of holding?
Well, I mean, yes.
Full haversacks. I don't know.
Mhm.
If the idea is to get this thing hidden, that would probably be the best idea.
I think we should probably buy one of those. I mean, in either case, one of those would be actually surprisingly useful. Why don't we have one? Why don't I have one? Why isn't that in the budget? Really?
Because
I've just
I
been
touched
leaving
it.
all the heavy stuff in the carriage, to be honest.
Yeah.
And yes, if Zeke ever touches it, I don't know. Maybe it would just fall out. Maybe it would explode. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. It's really interesting seeing what does happen, but I don't want to.
I learned about this in Magical Theory, that if you open it, it'll tear a hole in reality and suck you in. So that's why I've kind of stayed away from them.
I'm surprised that shit isn't more regulated, things that could tear a hole in the fabric of reality.
I think
It tends to be regulated by money. They cost a lot.
True. Capitalism.
Well, we should be getting paid from the Arcanets anyway, so
That's true. Dante, you've served in the war. Like, you probably have eyes in the back of your head. It's just second nature when it comes to these things to worry.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You can worry for me. Because I think this is awesome.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. This is fabled, legendary grade awesome. But someone needs to be concerned for the group.
Claps you on the shoulder. Wonderful. I'll leave that to you.
How tall is Erin?
Huh?
How tall is Erin?
Oh, she's reaching up to clap you on the shoulder.
You probably don't reach her shoulders. She's 6'2". Like,
Oh, no, that's definitely possible.
is it? Oh, I thought Erin.
She's like 4.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's definitely
like
possible.
reaching up. She can do it.
I just see an arm extend in my peripheral vision.
Yeah, she never worries.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, I worry about something.
No, you don't.
I
Oh.
do.
Okay, well, in either case, that needs to
Mm.
be dealt with. We need ways to communicate covertly, not magically.
I suppose we could work on something like that, but it's going to be written.
It'll have to be written, or I don't know, sign language. It's a useful language to have in any case. You know?
Yeah.
You know, some military signs, but other than that,
Suppose we could come up with something like that. Could also try and come up with something magical and then just.
Alright.
Oh
Good
my god.
God.
oh god,
Okay.
Hey, it's a +2. It's nice.
It's more the
the heel.
hill.
Uh-huh.
No one has that high wisdom, right? I don't think any of us are wisdom people.
Not
Uh,
yet.
Not
me?
yet.
Well, seek doesn't matter.
I know.
Yeah.
I got a +3 on my wisdom.
Boost
I have
fucking
a
wisdom.
flat 0. I'm 11 wisdom.
Yeah.
And that's one of my next stats, so I'm going to be increasing anyway.
Dang. You just get healed. You just get that 70 that you could spend on someone.
Yeah, once a day, 70 heal. I see what Bo meant by we got this really early.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's
That's
the equivalent of beating a boss 7 levels
Oh.
early.
that's
That's
hey.
what. That's 11th level, right? Basically.
Yeah.
It is the 6th level as well, I think, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I've
Yes.
actually, my wisdom at the moment is 16.
You're the closest. Do
Yeah.
you want to just burn the cup?
But at the moment, Dante doesn't know how strong that is, so.
I mean, that is a non-attunement. That is literally like pull it
Yeah,
out,
is that
tase
supposed
someone
to be-
with the sword.
Yeah, is that
Put it
supposed to be non-achievement or.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's both good and bad. Good because we can swap it around in a fight. Bad because someone can smash down the caster who is currently holding it very
Yeah, take it.
easily and take it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well,
Well, as interesting as this has all been, you should probably put that away. And,
Yep. On it.
we can talk more about it on the road tomorrow, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
not as much with our new friends
No.
around. Like saying that once we're in Arcanex, we could talk a bit about it, but
I
Well, we
definitely
keep
want
it-
to find more.
I think we actually talk when we're not in big cities.
Yeah.
I've got even more questions. Why was that there?
I don't know. But for now, yes, let's just try to be normal, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it should
So
be
to
that.
be what, sorry?
Something I shouldn't have said that word because that word doesn't work.
Hey, no, we're all pretty normal. We're all pretty average.
We are so far from normal.
Don't
But
cause
that
too much
makes,
trouble.
by our standards, we're normal because we're the baseline for our normal. Thus, we're normal.
Exactly.
See, take the positives where you can get them.
Put it this way. Don't cause too much
I
trouble.
mean, have you seen the kind of people who tend to go into the adventuring group? For an adventuring group, we're relatively normal.
Oh,
I'll
God,
say
yeah.
that.
Look, you don't get into an adventuring group unless you got something going on or your life was so exciting beforehand you need to tone it down a bit.
And I probably want to make this company know a little bit more. That might help me find my other friends as well.
Ah, Dante, they'll find you eventually.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sounds like a
they're-
threat. You shouldn't say that. That sounds like a
No.
threat.
Well, they're definitely going to be on our trail because they are apparently looking for a horned woman.
I
So-
immediately look at Erin.
Hey,
a millisecond you say that.
I don't know why. Don't look at me like that. My guess is just that they know I'm traveling with him, and everyone sees me all the time because I put my face everywhere, and he doesn't.
Probably true.
Right.
I guess.
I doubt my mercenary company's had any dealings with Aaron. He
No, they
sticks out
haven't.
like a sore thumb.
Or they've
They do.
been hired to find Erin for somebody else.
Possible, but
Yeah.
who want to find me? Why would you hire someone to find me? I do not. Like, I give my
You don't
name to
hide.
everyone. Come on.
Yeah, you don't hide.
I don't know. Maybe it's less the case to find you and more to deal with you.
Looks at Dante. Is that the kind of work you did?
Not individual persons. More take out troops or cities.
Well, I guess you would have to scale it down when the war ends.
Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't been with them for about 2 years now. Maybe a little
Here's
bit more.
hoping I don't have to kill your friends. That would be unfortunate.
Or they don't kill you.
So,
Oh, I'm with you, so they won't.
going tomorrow, then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here. I look at the sword, the artifact sword. I was like, let's get like a little
That's
line.
already hidden it away in like bags of clothing and legs. It
Yeah,
is not visible.
I would. Do you have the sheath for it? I'll just go get a lead line hilt.
I mean, it came with a sheet, kind of.
Did it?
Yeah.
Is the sheath super fancy?
I assume as much. It's kind of fancy.
You should probably get something nondescript so that even if someone finds it, it just looks like a sword.
Is not neutral.
Oh, this is the neutral version. Because
Yes.
there's a good and evil and a neutral.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's my sword. Please.
No.
I am the truest of chaotic neutrals.
Imagine
That's what I got.
imagine we do another heist, right? There's a guard like covering a door. Erin walks up to them and knocks them out with a sword from the legends. Like Babel to render the skies an ashen grey, and you get knocked out by that. I don't know whether to feel impressed or disappointed.
No
Yeah,
one
but
would
you-
ever believe him. It would be the best
Exactly, no
alibi.
one would believe you.
Yeah. There was this chick and she had this legendary sword. Okay, we're firing you anyway. Stop making things up.
Okay. Obviously, his memories were tampered with. He's an unreliable witness. We can't use him.
He was on the good stuff on duty.
Yeah.
I've temporarily stopped writing my PhD thesis to come to say that.
Did you think this was how the session was going to go?
No, not at all. Actually,
I told you I'd get my revenge. Oh wait, no, that's next. Okay, never mind.
no. I've come to say that, not to mention that his sword, was holding a literal devil, a demonic entity that Natalia unleashed onto the
Yes.
to go
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Natalia does not know this yet.
And
Yeah,
she
we don't
didn't
know.
really share any of what happened. She shared it with Voren, but Voren's bugging off, so it's kind
And
of
Warren
like,
was like, no, don't tell people about this.
yeah.
It's like, nobody's put it up. So,
Warren
yeah.
is the worst. Warren is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of is.
That could be one of our missions as well, to hunt him down.
Don't
True.
don't tell anyone about the impending doom. All right.
To be fair, unless it affects us, it's not something we're going to
Yeah.
go after.
That's
You see, you forgot to read the fine print when I sent you all the stuff about Voren. He is the BBEG, but you just
Yeah.
you signed this
Gosh,
campaign's death
we
warrant.
had
We're actually on the bad side. I would
Yeah.
believe
Sure.
it, to be fair.
But yes, I think in case anybody hasn't figured it out yet, the Shade Woman is an overlord
Yes.
from the demons of ages.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That
Just let us ride Cloud9, man. Let us ride Cloud9 until the clouds fucking bring down Red Thunder.
I
But
see.
yes, Nat has never actually seen her, nor is she aware that she has anything to do with that.
Yes. It's just, we're just all kind of lost out here.
Well,
Yeah,
shit,
Therefore,
I
she
think
will
I
just
need,
continue to think cool sword for now.
I
Yeah,
think I
we
need
just
to
wanna-
send it like a text saying, "Yo, kind of release Demon Lord." Nat kind of tell him. Also, sorry I left.
Listen,
Alfie
this
to
point
say.
we just want to start a business. We just want to open up a business. That's all we want.
Oh, we need to get back into gun running because obviously another war's going to start against someone else.
Which one? No, exactly. We
Wait, this is
start
how
a
we
conflict.
get peace between all the countries. Proper peace. We give them a bigger enemy to worry about.
Oh God, this is the Hey, listen, you say that it's the most effective method.
I know.
Only we know.
But yes. With that all out of the way, as interesting as it was, what are people planning to do?
Nothing special for Erin. She will do the idle poses until we leave in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm just copying the codex.
Very well, very well. Then, as night falls on this fateful night, which probably includes Nat casting Tiny Heart again, because she's freaked out about all this, is probably where we'll end the session.
Ooh. Got a cool
Aw.